Number 51, Lucas Demo. Number 54, Curtis Kaiser. Number 55, Davis Gordon. Number 57, Luke Gear. Number 58, James Toolholzer. Number 62, Cameron Hayes. And number 64, Eli Hood. And number 46, Jeff Knocker. Assistant coaches, James Shaw, Fitzpatrick, Mike Overall, T-Manager Richard Grant, T-Volunteer, Colin Gillespie, Dean Gillespie, Cheyenne Fitzpatrick. Let's hear it for the Vernon Magnum.
We'd also like to
Hey, Rylan, visiting team, break the captain's out.
on the table.
Oh, hey, Captain.
Yeah, this, I'll let you get over my shoulder.
You guys already did come down this morning?
Team captain's coming out on the field.
This opportunity. Who's going to talk for you? Eric, can you stay right there?
Also, of course, thank the BCPFA for organizing this provincial championships weekend.
You guys already?
Good, gotcha.
You guys come over this morning?
Yep.
Good trip?
Yep.
Everybody's ready to play?
Yep.
Okay. Who's going to talk for you guys? Okay, perfect. All right. Here to play football, right?
Yeah.
Everybody knows the rules?
Sir.
Everybody's going to play fair?
Sir.
Okay, one request I have, since it's not the NFL, we have no ball boys here. So when you have the ball, bring it back to the man. Okay? He's going to be in the center of the field with me. He needs the ball every time after the play, okay? Don't leave it laying out in the middle of the field. just slows the game down. I know you coaches want to play fast. We want to get lots of plays in, okay? All right,
Captains
sounds good.
for your Nanaimo Seahawks.
I understand you guys are the visiting
We
team.
have number 11, Marcos.
I think so. That's what my card says. Okay. So you're going to get to call the coin toss.
Number
Okay?
54,
This
Liam
coin, it's
McCagan.
got football on one side.
Number 95,
It's got a field on the other,
Marlon
okay?
Dinkin.
It's got a field on one side. It's got a football on the other, okay? So it's footballs or fields? Not heads or tails. Footballs or fields? You want the football. Okay, here we go. He wants the football. Okay, he's got the field. So
We'll defer.
you want to defer? Okay.
I guess we'll receive.
You want to receive? Okay, perfect. Hang on, guys. Don't go anywhere. All right. We've got the Nanaimo's won the toss. And they're going to
Nanaimo
defer.
has won the coin toss, deferred.
Okay. And you guys are going to stay on the same side of the field you're on right now?
Sure.
Okay. And they're going to receive.
Vernon will be receiving
All right,
the
shake
opening
hands, bring out
kickoff.
your teams, guys.
Good luck, man. Good luck, man. Good luck, man. Good luck. Good luck, man. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck.
Defending the
Good luck. Good luck.
South End zone.
Okay, there you go.
Do you want me to stay on this side, or you want me to go back to the
Andrew Wadden, Gord Randall here with you. This is game 3 of our showcase this weekend of the BC Provincial Football Association Championships. The Peewee 9-man Nanaimo Seahawks versus the Vernon Magnum. We had a couple of good games early on here today. The Adam Flag 9-man between the Okanagan Junior Sun and the West Side Warriors. Saw Okanagan taking that one. The Adam Tackle 6-man, the White Rock Titans defeated the Coquitlam Chargers in that one. And then setting up now for the Seahawks and the Magnum. The late game today, the Bantam 9-man, Comox Raiders versus the Nanaimo Seahawks. And I want to remind folks, coming up December 3rd, Football Canada Junior National Tryouts at Percy Perry. You can register at Football Canada's website. Head coach Steve Samara, this is for players 04 to 06. So get yourself into that in a good event held by Football Canada, our friends out at Football Canada. Also have the Coastal Showdown coming up at SFU. That's select players, midget players from the island and the Lower Mainland facing off against each other. That's on December 9th. But we are kicking off here, and we're ready to go as the Seahawks kick it off to the Magnum. Seahawks left to right, Magnum right to left on your screen. And Gordo, we saw a bit of a blowout in the last games. Hopefully we get something a little bit closer in this one. Last game, White Rock really took it to Coquitlam.
Yeah, I believe 46 to 16, I believe was the final there.
It wasn't close, yeah.
No, 48 to 16, I think it was. Anyway, yeah, it was a little bit lopsided. Much closer game in the first game this morning. So hopefully that's more along the lines of what we see here. As interesting battle here, we got a couple of out of town. Out of the Lower Mainland, I should say, teams.
Yeah.
In the Nanaimo Seahawks and the Vernon Magnum.
I love that name.
Hopefully some good mustaches on that sideline.
Yeah. Where's Higgins?
They should paint like a black patch on the face mask, but make it look like they're all wearing mustaches. That'd be dope.
So
Ooh,
the
yeah.
Magnum start things off with the run up the middle. As you'll see, the Magnum are wearing the white jerseys, a little blue trim on the arms, blue pants. And the Seahawks looking very Seahawk, especially with those lime green socks, which you're not a fan of.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Maybe I just got PTSD from watching the professional Seahawks in lime green get their butts whooped on Thursday night.
Kyle Fitzpatrick hands it off there as nothing doing.
Donovan Scott on the carry.
Yeah.
That's second carry in 2 plays for him, and the second first down in 2 plays for him.
You see number 32 there, Donovan Scott. Kyle Fitzpatrick is the pivot for the Magnum.
Very quickly, Vernon out just short of midfield here, 54-yard line.
As they hand it off once again, and once again it's right up the gut.
Another handoff to Scott. You've got some good pace there as Vernon not messing around. They're just lining up in the I form, and they are coming right at you.
Smash mouth football right now for Vernon as they move things along past midfield. right around the 51-yard line of Nanaimo. As Fitzpatrick now keeps it himself, calls his own number, tries to scamper to the outside, and ends up getting hit by 2 defenders right in on the tackle there. That's Bastian Stoles. He had a little help as well. Good tackle there from the Hawks.
I think I saw a 99 Ben Brown in there as well.
What do we got here, though? It looks like we got an injured Magnum on the field. So they'll take a knee there. A reminder to get into the 50-50. Support a great cause here at BC Provincial Football Association. We'll have it flashed up on the screen for you in just a moment there, but that's how you can get into the 50-50 draw today if you're not here with us at McLeod. And if you're just joining us as well, beautiful day for football here out in Langley and a big weekend for football across the nation. But a big one here at McLeod today.
Not a McLeod in the sky.
Look, best in the business, Gord Randall.
That's what I do.
As different pivot under center, this time it's Kieran Terleski.
Keenan Hazelworth on the handoff there. He gets stacked up just over the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 6. They only get 2. And it is going to be a turnover on downs for Nanaimo. They'll take over at their own 49-yard line. You see the replay there.
Nice tackle from number 11.
Marcos Tesembellis.
Embellishment there on that one. So we'll see where Nanaimo can do with this now as they do the pitch play. That's handed out to Reed Wilson. Reed Wilson didn't really get much. Looks like he might have got a yard, maybe. The little guy there, number 9, Reed Wilson.
So only about a yard there on 1st down for Wilson. He's set as the ace back here, number 9.
Jaden Ellingson is your quarterback. Oh, look at this. It's going to be a turnover. And they pounce right on it. Vernon with the ball as Nanaimo fumbles it. Magnum pick it up.
Yeah, looking to hit the toss play off to the right there. A little power toss to number 1, Liam Kosawan. And honestly, looked like the ball hit him in the hands there, and he just couldn't bring it in and then fails to recover at 39. Axel Niehaus with the recovery. No relation to Dave. I don't think.
You don't know, though. Yeah. Just making the assumption.
My, oh my. That was a stretch.
So let's see if Fitzpatrick can get something going here for Vernon. He hands it off to his favorite number 32 and runs it up the gut there a little bit. Oh, do we have another turnover here? Did he just rip it right out of his hands? We got to see this. That's Jaden Ellingson.
Yep. The quarterback pulling double duty on defense as well.
You see a lot of number 80s under center.
That was one that kind of disappeared into the pile. And I gave up on the play here, but
a little strip. There it is.
Oh, yeah, that was a conscious strip job, too.
Yeah. Well done. Great play there from Ellingson.
Love me a good strip. Speaking of strip, by the way, I don't know if you saw that. I think it's the older Nanaimo team just walked in, and at least one of them has gone tarps off.
You're loving that.
It is November 25th, son.
Pitch play there to Kosowan.
Meanwhile, you and me as old fogies were sitting there grabbing our lunch, and we're like, it's a little cool in the shade, in our sweaters.
Had to get out of the shade. I had a hoodie on and the winter jacket. It's cool out here. It's great football weather. This is perfect, though.
Yeah. I used to love playing in weather like this.
Definitely better than the usual rain and cold that's here. I believe last year, did we not have snow? I know in December we did. One time out here. As they do the double end around there. As Kosowan has got a big chunk here. Can he get all the way? No good tackle there, but boy, oh boy, what a pickup for the Seahawks.
Yeah, a little misdirection there, as you mentioned. A bit of a reverse action to Kosowan. I guess instead of tossing him the ball, they decided to just hand it to him this time. Looked a lot better for him that time.
Yeah.
He gets around the edge, Just enough misdirection to get him the edge, and he picks up a big chunk there. Down all the way to the 34-yard line, about 30-yard pickup there.
Keenan Hazelhurst in on the tackle. A good tackle at that because he would have saved points for Vernon as the Seahawks now into Vernon territory. And shotgun as Ellingson hands it off. Nope, fakes the handoff and then hands it inside to Marcus.
Yeah.
Tessam Bayless. That's a mouthful, that one.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. The unusual circumstance of seeing a number 80 playing quarterback here.
It is tough, especially when you're looking down your roster to try and find this quarterback here. Yeah, you don't see a lot of 80s under center. We saw Teddy Bridgewater. What was he wearing? 50, I believe, in the preseason.
You're the Lions fan.
He got away from it. He got away from it.
I'm sad he backed off on that.
He got my note. He heard me. Second down now, long here as Ellingson scrambling now. He's got 2 men in pursuit. Third coming, just stiff arms big time there. Oh, my.
Almost tight rope the sideline. I think his left toe just stepped on the line.
It was kind of beast mode-ish there.
We get to third, and he gets it inside the original stick. We're 3rd and 8.
Look at that stiff arm right. Blam! See ya, son.
Get off me.
That sideline gets him, though, as he runs out of bounds there. So
good spot from the official there. And showing the replay, it looked like he stepped out pretty much exactly where it was spotted. We have another Vernon player down. That's the fumble recovery wizard, Axel Rockwalski. Rockwalski? What do you think?
I like that.
Rockwalski?
Yeah, I like that.
That's a strong name.
That's a very strong name.
He's up in a little bit of a hitch in his giddy up, but he'll walk himself off.
Seahawks just lining right up. They're waiting for nobody.
Yeah.
They are eager to get in on this. As Ellingson now tries to get his player still not off the field.
Yeah, they want to snap this thing. Let's go. Let's go. Setting up the I form here. Run formation with Sembellis as the deep back.
Ellingson now, third down, as he hands it off. And he can't get anywhere. Good defense there from the Magnum as they'll turn over on downs.
Yeah, I think I saw 58, Jace Buholzer in on the tackle. Nice stand for the Magnum, and they'll turn this over here.
Magnum defense showing well there. Their big chunk play, they're able to get the ball back.
Yeah, it looks like they were trying to do a little fold block on the front side there. So the outside blocker tried to block down inside, and the inside blocker tried to pull to the edge guy. You kind of get a little cross action there, but they missed the down block on, I think it was actually 55 Davis Gordon. That was the first pressure guy. And Buholzer cleans it up.
Let's see, Fitzpatrick can do for his offense, but he drops it, able to get helped out there from his running back. That's number 36, Keenan Hazelhurst.
Interesting, we've seen like 2 different sets of personnel in the Vernon backfield already today. So, Donovan Scott, 32, started as the tailback. We saw Hazelhurst hop in later on in that drive. Kyle Fitzpatrick at quarterback right now. A little double wing action.
Yeah. That's Fitzpatrick now. Fakes the handoff. Takes it himself. Runs up the middle. He's got room. He's got a lot of room. Can he put the afterburners on and beat everybody? He's at the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. Oh, yeah. Take it to the house. It's a house call for Fitzpatrick. Put 6 on the board for Vernon.
The doctor is in, and he's taking house calls.
Wow. What a run.
83 yards up the gut for Fitzpatrick. And if that's your second quarterback coming off the bench, I'm afraid of your first quarterback. Holy smokes.
That's some Fitz magic right there.
Hey-o.
6 on the board for Vernon. Let's see if they can.
Not to worry, Magnum is on the case.
Yes, exactly. Just keep Higgins out of here. He's always trying to spoil Magnum's fun. Boy, we're reaching on the references here, buddy.
No, actually, technically, Magnum
there is a
PI
new
is
one,
a contemporary
I know, but
reference.
come on, man. There's only one. It's Tom Selleck in those short shorts. We're getting some chuckles here up in the booth, all right?
He is 78 years old.
Still looks good in those shorts.
Runs well for 78.
Yeah.
Out here ripping off 83-yard touchdown runs. Oh, that was going to hurt.
Not able to convert. This is a part of the game that is always tricky.
An adventure, yeah.
Tricky.
Jaden Ellingson coming clean and getting the block there. He almost jammed the kicker's leg. He was in so clean to block that extra point.
I believe you talked about it in our last game, but for those that might have missed this, like you're a 2-point guy. You love going for 2 points, right?
Big time.
Yeah. Just because of the fact that it's basically 50-50 at that point, even with the kicking game, right?
Yeah, I mean it's just kind of a risk-reward proposition, right? So, I mean at the high school level where I coach, it's the reverse of what you are seeing here, which is that that shouldn't say 7. Which is that the PAT is going to be worth 2 as opposed to 1.
Yeah.
Whereas at the high school level, the kick is worth 1 and offense, running or passing it in, would be worth 2. So I tend to keep my offense on the field.
Yeah.
And I have had certain people question why I don't bother with PATs/field goal team. And I go, why would I practice that if I don't really want to do it?
Fair enough, Coach. Fair enough. It's more exciting to go for 2 anyway.
It is just one of my philosophies, and I have had people that disagree with me on it, and I don't really care.
Couldn't care less.
So this is a true story. My assistant coaches on the high school team bullied me into finally practicing and getting a PAT team set up with like 2 weeks left in our season.
Onside there, sorry.
I'll finish my athlete. Ooh, I think Vernon
Did
got on it.
Vernon get the ball?
Yeah, they played the old pinball routine. That ball was bouncing around there. What I like was where they kicked that. They didn't kick it the traditional onside spot where they just got it like 10 yards. They kicked it at about 15, 20 and tried to hit it in between the first and second row, and it just starts bouncing all over the place. This is why like football can be fun, not a round ball. So you don't really know exactly what's going to go, but that's a deliberate attempt to recover the kick, and it just takes a heck of a bounce off that turf there.
Well, it's not a round ball, right? It's an awkward ball, and it does awkward things.
So Vernon back out there, and it'll be the 6:39 backfield combination. 6:36. Fitzpatrick and Hazelhurst.
Hazelhurst, though, runs into a wall of Seahawks. They just eat him up there. Ellingson, was in on the tackle.
And Sembellis was there as well. He seems to be a key player for Nanaimo on both sides of the ball. The man they call Marcos.
I think we've only said 2 names from this team right now. It feels too that despite that big chunk play that I want to say Seattle, but the Seahawks were able to get, Vernon doesn't seem too fazed by it right now.
No, though the holding penalty is going to put them behind the sticks here on first down. It'll be 1st and 20. After that, I mean, it would have been 2nd and like 12 otherwise. So, again, that's one of those kind of gray area coaching decisions. Do you back them up? Do you take the down? Obviously, Nanaimo felt a little better giving them the yardage. So,
here we are. 1st and a whole lot. They hand it off. That's Hazelhurst again. Can he get the outside? No good. No! Spins out of that tackle. Able to get a couple of more yards there. Looked like Sembellis had him.
Finally brought down, I think that was Benjamin Brown, 99, finally brought him down there. But Nanaimo losing the edge there. Hazelhurst did a really good job. He hit it inside the wide blocker, so he hit it kind of off tackle. You can see the kick out there. Nice job by the wing. That looked like number 13, Kieran Terleski. And then bounced it outside. That's what you want your running back to do. You don't want him to just bounce outside immediately. You want him to get through the line of scrimmage, and then if he wants to run to grass, he can run to grass.
Fitzpatrick hands it off again. There's a penalty on the play. That's going to be a hold against Vernon.
And, of course, they were so far behind the sticks that even with that big chunk on first down, they were still at 2nd and 9 there, and this is going to be backed up again.
See if we perhaps might see Fitzpatrick's arm here. Big run game so far for the Magnum.
Hey, I mean, you can get another new Fitzpatrick jersey made. You can get them made in half the NFL and now in the Vernon Magnum
There you go.
colors. So.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to have the chest hair for that, though, don't you?
And the beard.
That is true.
Oh, yeah.
Nice play there as they cut it back into the inside.
Terleski showing some wiggle there, as the NFL draft analyst would say.
Kieran Terleski.
On the end around. Nice little wrinkle in the run game for Vernon there. And with a couple of solid pickups, they were able to get back close to the first down marker. But Nanaimo actually declined that holding penalty, didn't back them up. So that was actually third and about 8. And weren't able to get the yardage, so we got a Nanaimo football now.
Yeah, smart play there, or smart decision there from Nanaimo as they put it on their defense, and the defense came through. They get the snap. Ellingson now has got a man pressured right in front of him. He goes to throw. It's a bit of a weird one, but he's able to pick it up. Nice catch there for Sambalis, and again, it's a two-man game, it feels like, here with the Seahawks.
Yeah, a bit of a duck there as Ellingson was under pressure trying to get that ball off. But Sambalis using his height, and the Vernon defensive back just didn't quite pick up the ball. You can see Terleski there might have been in a position to break it up if he made a break on the ball, but he kind of sits back to wait for it to come down, and so Sambalis, was able to just kind of step in front of him. Bit of a size mismatch there, too, I should point out.
Ellingson, look at this trickery they got going on. It's a double end around, and maybe might have overthought that one a little bit too much, as Vernon was not biting on it.
No, they were not. That's one of the things with these multiple handoffs, though. It's a lot of time in the backfield. Your blockers really have to hold up, and they just didn't there. You're asking a lot of your offensive line at this level on those.
Well, it almost seems that there has to be an initial bite on the first handoff.
Yeah, you really have to misdirect the defense effectively for it to work.
Yeah.
I mean, I hesitate to use some of those plays at the high school level because I'm worried whether my blocking will hold up.
Ellingson looks like he's got an edge here, and he does. He's going to get a first down and more as he gets tackled out of bounds there as Enrico D'Agostini makes the tackle, but a smart play there from Ellingson. It looked like this was a designed pass play, but he decided, nope, I'm going to take it myself and move the sticks.
Yeah, the old...
hold on a second here, though. We do have laundry down the field.
I didn't see that. Well behind the play. The old defensive coach's refrain, right? Got to keep contained. Got to keep contained. What's unfortunate right now, too, is that the guys holding the downs box also didn't see the flag until too late. He'd already started moving. Fortunately, it looks like the line judge remembered the old spot, so backed it up 10 here.
That's tough for the Seahawks. Get a positive play like that and then have to move it back.
I thought the one guy waved us.
We're in a long yardage situation to begin with,
Yep.
so it should say second down. It is not first down, gentlemen.
Well, nonetheless.
Right, because the double reverse was first down, right?
Should have been, yeah.
So it should be second down right now. I think,
he's calling second now, yeah. The closest line judge.
The umpire there, which is the guy standing on the ball.
There
right
it is,
now.
yes.
He's the one that caught it.
Yeah, we got it. All
Dude,
right.
he's on it. He's the guy that had the spot correctly as well. Good for him. If I'm going to be hard on officials, I will point out when they're doing a good job.
So Ellingson now from his own 44-yard line. Pitch play. And they try to get out to the edge, and he can't. That's Liam Kosowin. And he's tackled there. I believe that was number 58 on the tackle. That's Jace Buchholzer. Big kid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he's made a couple plays already today. You can see there's some decent size on that Vernon front. Buchholzer's got some good size. Davis Gordon, number 55, good size. And John Fotherman, 12, also with some good size up front there for Vernon.
So Ellingson now, he's pressured once again, and he throws it up. This time can't get it off, and that is going to be another turnover on downs.
I think, and there's no, I think they're going to throw intentional grounding here. that penalty it might make a little bit of a yardage difference with the turnover rundowns. Here's the tough thing for Ellingson. Right-handed quarterback, and he gets flushed and flushes to his left. Really tough. It's tough even for older kids to roll to your left
throw
and throw
across your
back
body.
across
Yeah.
your body, and he puts himself in a tough position there, unfortunately. And it's just instinctual. It's not like he's having a brain fart or making a mistake. It's just instinctual, but unfortunately he rolls away from his arm side and then has to stop, turn around to throw it. That allows the defender to catch up and interfere with the throw. So they'll waive the end of the first quarter here. I think we're going to flip sides, although Nanaimo doesn't appear to have realized that quite yet.
D'Agostini was right in the grill of Ellingson there. A couple times that we've called out number 34's name, so keep an eye on him on defense. And again, we got more football action coming up later on. One more game after this. It'll be the Bantam 9-man at 4:30. Comox versus Nanaimo, and then we have a full slate tomorrow as well. So if you can't make it, watch us here on YouTube. But if you can make it, come on down. Beautiful day. It's great to get out here and support some community football.
That is true. Weather forecast, I believe, is supposed to be quite similar tomorrow.
Yeah.
So nice and,
I don't
nice
think
and clear and dry.
Yeah, I don't think we got much coming in for the next week or so, which someone that wants
So
to get
rare.
up on the mountain is a little frustrated about that. But I think most people are enjoying this as Nanaimo runs it up the gut there. Did we get another strip? I think we did. They got to hold on to this football, and we see that is Rowan McRae, who is celebrating there. Look at that. He's feeling it right now. That's another turnover.
Yeah, we brought Donovan Scott back in there, 32. And again, this ball came out late.
Take a look here as rips it right. Oh, and it was Ellingson that actually ripped it out.
That's his thing, apparently. So that's 2 turnovers forced now for number 80 in blue. Nice for me to be able to just say the color.
It is nice. Yeah, the last game, if you were not joined or you weren't joining us, a couple of teams in navy blue making it a little tough. This one very distinguishable, especially with those socks. As they pitch it out and can't make it there. That's a beautiful tackle. And that is Shea McDonald
35.
for Vernon.
Yeah, toss play here to the left for Nanaimo, and you're trying to get to the outside. Simbellis 11, supposed to try and seal 35, but I would love for my running back to see that and get up inside of that block there. No, that is number 11. He's supposed to get the outside there, but if my back sees that and gets up inside, like I think they had some yardage there, and he knows he's supposed to get wide on the toss, so he wasn't able to react to it, and it turns into a
And I think
loss.
that's the reaction too, right? Like you're like, oh, if I get this edge, then I can go.
Well,
But
and my coach has told me that this is a toss. I want
Yeah.
to go outside. Ooh,
Gotcha.
was that by design?
Ellingson now picks up a few yards. Good tackle there.
I think based on the reaction, Ellison knows that was not the design
The right play. Terleski in on the tackle.
It looked like a little bit of like a misdirection, like a fake toss, and then quarterback draw off of it. But based on the reaction, I think he didn't handle the snap
Terleski
cleanly or
was
something like that.
Terleski looking like trying to rip the ball out there as well.
Yeah.
So try to give Ellingson a taste of his own medicine.
So there is a flag on the far side. They're calling a penalty on Vernon here. I think it was just offside, but I missed what it was. They are moving the ball up.
48.
And it'll be first down here for Nanaimo. So
Moving it up 10, so it's not going to be offside. I missed what the signal was, but 10-yard penalty on the defense here, and that's going to give Nanaimo a first down.
that's a good break for Nanaimo here.
Yeah, it would have been 3rd and 8 otherwise.
So under 9 minutes here. Second quarter. 6-0. Vernon on top of Nanaimo. As they're going shotgun once again. Ellingson's got 3 receivers all on his left side there. And he does a little swing pass out. And nice block there, as able to pick up a few yards was Kosawem, but I like the block there from Wilson.
Yeah, nice little play design there. Just a quick wide receiver screen. You get the 3 wide receivers using their waggle to get a run at the line of scrimmage, and then Kosawan puts on the brakes. Nice little quick hitter, and they pick up a good chunk here. Not quite a first down, but close to it. We're going to get a timeout on the Vernon side here.
And you got to like the play call there because they loaded up that left side. You knew they were going to do the left side at least at some point, whether it was going to be run or throw.
Yep.
But the fact that they're able to take that, 3 different options, maybe fourth with the run, and find that simple one, able to get some yardage.
Yeah, and you're creating a nice, comfortable throw for your quarterback,
Yes.
and the throw was right on the money there. And like those are plays that offenses at higher levels love to like. Some coaching philosophies will even call that like this is our run game, is those quick hitter passes.
Yeah.
Like air raid style stuff. But I mean, teams that run that and run that well make it look a lot easier than it actually is. As a guy who's tried to run stuff like that at the high school level and been frustrated many a time.
Well, what I like about it is you've got a couple of deeper options, right?
Yeah.
And the fact that, you recognize it, and at this level too, I mean, the deep option is always maybe your last one because it's a risky play depending on your quarterback, right?
Yep.
So Ellingson now, second and short, shotgun.
Same concept.
And there, yeah, exactly. Right back to his man. And that one's Kosowin. And Kosowin has got an extra yardage here. Can he take it? He's at the 20, the 10, the 5, touchdown! Nanaimo put another 6 on the board for the Hawks.
So they take that same concept going the other way and take it 53 yards to the house.
House call.
Nice job by the other 2 receivers blocking in front of him. And hey, good coaching right there too. It works one way. Flip it so you're testing different defenders, but you use the same concept going the other way. And Kosowin takes to the house. Sorry, correction, 63 yards on the touchdown there.
You must have had me doing the math.
One thing to keep an eye on though, just coach eye here. Technically, the other receivers should not be fitted up in their blocks before that ball gets caught. And so on that particular play, they were already blocking before that ball got caught. That actually should be a penalty.
Ooh. Listen to the coach. He's got the coach eye.
But hey, if it ain't thrown, it ain't a penalty. That's another coaching philosophy. It's only a penalty if you get called for it.
High snap, and that one's going to go low. Just block the private parts there. That one did not get too high. And so it's going to be 6-all here. Just over 8 minutes to go in the second Q of the Peewee 9-man championship.
Not a special teams clinic to this point, but it can be tough to block up those PAT attempts.
We've seen quite a struggle with that today through the games that we've called so far. And again, it's not one of the easiest parts of the game, and it's also not one of the sexiest parts of the game. A lot of people don't want to do it, right?
Nope. Yeah, I mean, it's easy to overlook special teams practice time as a coach.
Absolutely.
Now, I would say with the 3-down game, it is of even more importance in the 4-down game to make sure that you are practicing these special teams. Like the old adage in Canadian football is it is a third of the game. And in a lot of cases, it quite literally is. Whereas in the American game, because of the extra down on offense and defense, it's probably a little bit less than that, but specials can really make a good swing for you in Canadian ball in particular.
Well, good swing here for Nanaimo as they are able to even things up at 6 apiece. We got a little more of a ball game than we did in the earlier game today. If you missed that one, the Okanagan Sun taking down the West Side Warriors in the Adam Tackle 6-man championship. We had the Adam Flag.
Sorry, Flag was the Okanagan.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry, the White Rock Titans over the Coquitlam Chargers in the Adam Tackle 6-man. The earlier game was the Adam Flag with the Okanagan Sun beating the West Side Warriors. That one was a little more of a game, but the White Rock Titans really took it to the Coquitlam Chargers earlier. This one, all knotted up at 6 apiece. 8 minutes to go, second quarter. As they do another little squib kick.
Oh, another good bounce. And Vernon recovers it this time. I think that was Hazelhurst getting on at the erstwhile running back on the kick return team there. So I still like it, especially like at this level. If you don't have a kicker who can boom one 30+ yards downfield, I don't know why. I don't see why you would do anything other than what these two teams have kind of been doing, which is get on top of it, let it bounce around a little bit, and see if you can recover one or two.
Exactly. Yep.
And we've seen both teams do it a little bit.
Seen a few turnovers in this game and some strips. So keep an eye on number 80 on defense for Nanaimo. Of course, he's the quarterback as well, Jaden Ellingson, but he's got the ball out a couple of times already in this game. And Vernon is going to want to get the bear claw on that ball when 80's around.
One thing I would love to see, I'm not seeing any defensive linemen in three-point stances. I'd really love to see that kind of fundamental make its way back into the game.
Like Aiden Hutchinson on the side just coming down at you.
Yeah, but like good.
But like, Aiden Hutchinson good. Like really good. 8-3 Detroit Lions, folks. All right, so here we go now. Vernon lining up. Hey, I've been waiting 50 years to gloat, all right? So there you go.
I'm going to go comment on the YouTube stream and tell you to stop talking about the Detroit Lions.
That's true.
See, we've had more references to the Detroit Lions than the BC Lions
Yeah,
today.
it's true. That's true. Respect to the BC Lions. A good season for them, by the way. And I'm like the future, what it holds for the BC Lions. But on this game, though, let's see what the future holds for the Vernon Magnum as they try to get things going on second down here.
Yeah, Vernon, bit of a football hotbed in this province these days. We were talking before the game started.
We got a flag on the play, a high flag. Threw that one way up there. And Fitzpatrick couldn't find anything there.
He's slow to get up after that one, too.
They're calling for the sideline.
Looks like he's holding one of his hands, which is not what you love to see for your quarterback.
See if we can get a camera on them there, perhaps.
Finish my thought while we wait for his treatment here. Vernon Secondary School, for example, a powerhouse program in BC high school football. In fact, I haven't checked the scores yet, but I believe they probably just finished or are just nearing the end of their game at BC Place today.
We'll get you an update on that. We got our boy Nick in the booth here. He's going to join us at halftime with the stats. But we got an injured player here, so we'll step out for just a moment. 6-6 between Nanaimo and Vernon. This is the Peewee 9-man championship here at McLeod.
Water, guys, get water.
When you bike in a race. I know.
And this is going to be a turnover on downs. We'll move the sticks over. And
So
some
Nanaimo are going to take over with good field position here on the plus 45. Of course, that means in the other team's territory, as opposed to the minus 45, which would be your own end of the field.
exactly.
Hey, I always try to explain these things because there's a lot of like football jargon sometimes, as a coach you get kind of steeped into and you forget that not everybody speaks that language all the time. So.
Shotgun snap there and double handoff. They're going triple handoff this time. Here they go again. And it's
going to work.
Kosovo. Look at this. Is he going to make another house call? Oh, yes, he is. But we've got multiple 3 down on the field, but these are late. I think this one's going to stand up. We'll have to see, though.
There's a blindside block behind the play.
No, yes.
And we've got a Vernon player down as well. I only saw the immediate aftermath of the hit, but
see if we can get the replay here.
One of those blocks that you're trying to take out of the game is just I didn't see what number it was. Picked on a player chasing the play and caught him with the blind side, so hopefully he's all right here. But that's going to take the touchdown off the board. It should still be a first down. Well done.
Liam Kosovo is showing some speed here.
Do you think they just keep adding reverses as
Why
the
not?
game goes on?
I mean,
maybe reverse it's one of your offensive linemen after this.
Listen to you. You want to get in on the fun, don't you?
Hey, I will
You
tell
have
you,
a major in your...
No.
No?
However, as a coach, being the offensive lineman friendly coach that I am,
We're going to end up moving up there.
3 different offensive linemen score touchdowns this year.
Wow, look at that.
3 different offensive linemen.
Look at that.
First down.
Moving the sticks here, but it didn't go as far as, wow, yeah. So it's spotted at the 35, just a couple of inches off the 35.
15-yard penalty.
Yeah.
Yep, 15-yard penalty there. So, fortunately, the most important part is the Vernon player is okay.
Yes.
I think that was here in Gillespie, I think.
Not the biggest in stature is Gillespie, but boy, getting around the field. Fans with the traditional bells out there, the cowbells. As Ellingson now, he's got pressure, and he's got to scramble to his left again. He's going to have to throw cross body. You do not love that. Oh, he almost made the catch there.
Kosovo almost came down with that one. That would have been a heck of a catch, too. Not only to lay out for it, but he was right on the sideline. Would have had to toe tap it, too. And if I'm the only coaching point I'm giving here, I did mention it earlier, but the only coaching point I'm giving to my guy Ellingson is, hey man, if you're flushed out of the pocket, try to flush to the right side.
Or run.
Or, yeah. If you're going left, maybe just run.
Yeah, especially with his size as well. He's a much bigger kid than a lot of the guys out here. Maybe try to take on a couple defenders, see if you can outmuscle them as they do that. It's that play again. Kosovo is going to try to get the edge, and he does. It's going to be a first down, and he's taking it outside. Can he get in for another major? Cuts back inside. What a tackle. Kosovo. Whoa, my. It doesn't seem to matter. Bring him back. We'll do it all over again.
Well, and the exchange wasn't the cleanest there either.
Yeah.
A couple of guys kind of ran into each other, but it still worked.
Well, this is not good, though, as Kosovo is on the turf
Yeah, it was
here.
a nice little chase down tackle, but I think that was 37 Levi Brewer making the play there, chasing him down from behind, touchdown saving tackle there. Kosovo on the little jitterbug, get that guy in some space and let him go.
So a little break here.
One thing I love, by the way, if I'm a coach in the Nanaimo organization, is thank you for adopting the brand and colors of an NFL team, so I just can go buy stuff off the rack. NFLshop.ca.
Yep. Very smart. Very smart.
Get myself swagged out.
Yep. Yep. Kind of like White Rock with the Titans as well, right?
Like the Lower Mainland Brewers.
There you go. Yes. Shout out Lower Mainland Brewers baseball team. Big things next year for those guys.
I was gonna say, for those of you that don't know them, don't worry.
Don't worry, you shouldn't.
You're a beer league baseball team. Excuse me, rec league.
There you go. The Kosovo is up on both feet and walking over to the sideline there.
Yeah, looks like he's okay. He might have just been windy. He might have been tackled on top of the ball there. That might be all that was.
Well,
he looks fine right now.
Let's keep in mind that's the second big run that he's had in this
Yeah, he might just be tired.
play as well.
You know what? I've done my bit.
Although if you're the Seahawks, you probably want to see number 1 back out there because he's doing a lot of business on offense.
That being said, I'm kind of rooting for little Reed Wilson to get into the end zone here. Standing up just north of the referee's waist right now.
Oh, I love it.
In the Nanaimo backfield.
Love it.
Oh,
You know,
I think we got a timeout here. Yeah, it's going to be a timeout for Vernon here. They want to make sure that they get fully prepared to go here in the first and goal situation.
So, well, they take a timeout, as will we. 6-6 here from McLeod, Nanaimo Seahawks, and the Vernon Magnum Peewee 9-man tackle challenge. Back inside the booth here from McLeod as Nanaimo is knocking on the door of Vernon, trying to get themselves in the end zone and get their first lead of the game. Fans are getting behind them. Another great crowd here at McLeod. And you're right, in the backfield there is little number 9, that's Reed Wilson. And see if they go with him. No, they fake it. Ellingson cuts inside. Good move. He's got 3 men to beat, though. Oh, shakes off 1 tackle. Can he get in? Touchdown. What a run there from Ellingson. Another 6 on the board for the Seahawks.
Wow. Impressive second effort from number 80 there. And the acceleration, too. Like, he was stopped dead on the tackle attempt. Looked like it was 36. Keenan Hazelhurst almost had him down. But he keeps his feet and then just outruns the other 2 defenders right there around the edge. Love the second effort from the Nanaimo quarterback, number 80 there.
And you can see the green in the crowd, the Seahawks gear that you were talking about for the supporters. And yeah, you're right. There's Hazelhurst. He's got him.
And look, there's 2 defenders outside of him, and he just flat out outruns them.
Kieran Terleski, or excuse me, John Fotheringham was there as well, but not able to help out on the tackle. And now Nanaimo's going to have to see what they can do with here. Ellingson is just going to run all over the field. And it's once again the point afters seem to be a bit of an issue here.
I think it's bothering him. Dude, you're from Tottenham, Ontario. You should be able to handle that.
Fotheringham. That's an O.
I don't know. I'm saying you don't pronounce the H in that. Just like Tottenham.
Buddy, in Tottenham, Ontario, they actually call it Tottenham.
Do they really?
They do.
Wow.
Tottenham is the proper English way to say it.
Yes.
Ontario people say Tottenham.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Okay.
You know, it took me until
Just
I was
hamming
like,
it up, eh?
It took me until I was like 20 something until I realized it was a Tottenham Hotspurs. Not gonna lie, not the biggest soccer guy.
I think it's also. I don't think it's plural. I think it's just Hotspur, isn't it?
That's the other football.
It's like hearing the Americans talk about Birmingham, Alabama. Birmingham.
Yeah. So we got another injured player down on the field, but as mentioned, that is the first lead of the game now for Nanaimo, up 12-6 here. So we got a good game going on. We got one more after this, but still plenty left in this one. 5:52 to go in the second Q. We'll have halftime stats coming up with Nick Hauke.
We might even have an extra special guest.
We'll see if we can get that guest as well, but we'll save that here. And
okay, so while we're entertaining people with British pronunciation,
here we go.
Pronounce for me the sauce that you use for cooking that starts with W.
Worcestershire. Why are you doing this to me, man?
It's Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. It's the black stuff you put in a Caesar. I don't know.
I have heard so many different wild and wacky pronunciations.
Worcestershire. I don't know.
Worcestershire.
Nobody actually knows how to pronounce it. I don't think they have it.
Worcestershire. Fact check me.
I love how you. Where did this come from, by the way?
Just talking about British pronunciation.
All right, but you got anything else for us there? Blimey.
Buddy, we are still on air for another 3 hours.
It's true.
I'm not even fully into the bag of tricks to this point.
Plenty left in there.
You underestimate my ability to cross-talk.
It's true. There you go.
Why didn't you do this to me?
Worcestershire. I actually never known how to pronounce that. I don't think anybody knows how to pronounce it. I think you're pronouncing it wrong.
Okay.
Are you British, by the way?
Well, yeah, I mean, part of it's British, yeah. Yorkshire.
The pudding. So let's see if they do another squib kick here, try to put some pressure onto Vernon, because it seems like Nanaimo is really riding some momentum right now.
Yeah, we'll see. Like Vernon had the big explosive play on offense, the big long touchdown from Fitzpatrick, and that's kind of been all doing for Vernon so far. I mean, the turnovers have killed them, right? They've had the 2 fumbles that have kind of ended up being the difference in this game. Not that those were necessarily point drives for Vernon, but it just gave Nanaimo more opportunities with the ball. Right?
So set to kick it off here.
Flag down. I think it's going to be a delay of game here. As Nanaimo took too long to figure out their kickoff team.
They had personnel running in where they were already set up. So this one is going to bring it back a bit, I believe. Yep.
They're going to back up 5 here. But, number 95, Marlon Aitken, take another whack at it from a little deeper here. So we'll see with the extra added yardage in front of them if they're still going to kick it kind of in that 15-yard-ish range and see if they can get a bounce like they've been doing. Or if they're trying to kick it a little deeper now.
And they chose it, yeah.
And they kicked it a little too wide. And that's going to backfire on them a little bit here.
Terleski was there to receive, but out of bounds now. So Vernon will take over here. And they're going to need to get themselves back on the board here, try to keep pace with this momentum that Nanaimo has all of a sudden got going for themselves.
So you want to hear a rule change I would love to see at the highest level in football, particularly in the American game? So you know how, as we just saw, you kick the ball out of bounds on a kickoff, it's a penalty? I think if you kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, it also is a penalty.
I like that. I like that. Keep it in. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Has to be playable. If you kick it out of the field in any direction.
I got something crazy for you.
Okay.
What if you kick it out and it's worth a point?
So, like the Canadian version? Or do you mean in the opposite direction? Because I thought about that too. Is you give the receiving team a point for them kicking it out of the back of the end zone? That'll encourage return game.
There you go. More rouges, the better. They scamper up a bit. I don't think anybody's ever said that.
More rouges. Give me more rouges.
Maybe in Quebec. They love it in the RCQ as they run the ball up the gut here. This is Hazelhurst.
As we saw today, that was winning football.
Yep, absolutely. If you missed out, the Montreal Carabins over the UBC Thunderbirds today in the Vanier Cup.
Dream season for the Cards. Undefeated. I should say, sorry, they lost the last regular season.
They lost to Sherbrooke in their last game.
Concordia.
Concordia, that's right.
Oh, ball on the ground again, and I think Nanaimo's recovered it again. We were just talking about the turnovers.
Oh, it is. Look at this. Another turnover.
This one not caused by Jaden Ellingson strip. I think he just coughed it up this time.
Let's take a look here as we get the replay dialed up. Wow. The Nanaimo Seahawks are ball hawks when it comes to getting that pigskin on D.
Alive here and stay with the action as it goes. But Nanaimo a third fumble recovery here in the first half. And with just under 5 on the clock here, Vernon needs to dig their heels in and try and keep this a one-score game. A little bit of confusion on the Nanaimo front. They're going with a wacky, little bit of swing and gate action here.
Yeah, Ellingson
wacky formation.
There it is. Yeah, it's pitched back. And close to one again. They're just like, just go.
Beat him.
Just go. See if you can outrun everybody.
Yeah, here you go, kid. And pretty well for them there as they got close to the first down mark. We'll see. Yeah, it looks like the exact spot's going to give them the first down.
So you talked about the jargon, and folks perhaps not knowing what the heck is a swinging gate. I've never heard that one myself.
So a swinging gate formation is, there's different versions of it, but you kind of saw one there, which is where, and you're going to see it again here, you have a section of the offensive line removed from the ball, swung out wide like this. So that's a swinging gate. And what they're setting up here, or trying to set up here,
is a big chunk play from Kosewang, because it seems to be working, but the ball's out again. What happened here?
And that's going to be
But it's
Vernon
another
ball.
turnover. Oh, my.
There is a flag on the field, but I think that was going to go against the Nanaimo, I think, based on where it was thrown. But what they are eventually hoping to set up is they're going to throw the swing pass to Ellingson behind those split out offensive linemen on the left side. But so far, they've just felt comfortable. They feel like Vernon is not defending the other side properly, so they're going away from it.
Is that, I believe that's 5 turnovers in this game now? Wow.
Between the two sides, yeah.
Wow. It is a turnover fest.
So far, but hey, big stop for Vernon to get that ball turned over. And it looked like Nanaimo was rotating it too, so a bit of a stay of execution for the Vernon defense here. And as good as Kosewang's been today, that cough up could be costly here.
So let's see if Vernon can get this game, perhaps get the lead back in this game, or at least get it tied back up. But they got a lot of field to go as they hand it off. There's a flag on the play. Terleski runs it up the middle.
Pretty good run there for Terleski on first down, but I'm guessing this is probably going to come back.
Yeah, it's all it is. So whether it's turnovers or penalties, really,
been a lot of penalties.
Yeah, really stalling the progress on either side of the offense. Move the sticks back now.
First and 20 now for the Magnum.
Let's see if Fitzpatrick has got, perhaps brings out the throwing arm a little bit here. Maybe. See what we got.
We got a late guy coming off field. Does that mean there were 13 men in the huddle? Or I should say 10 men in the huddle? I think this is 9-man ball.
Yeah. So here we go now.
Yeah, that should have been done. Vernon gets away with him there.
Fitzpatrick, oh, that's a snap back to him. He goes to take the run to the outside. Can he get any sort of edge? Not really. Picks up a couple of yards, maybe.
And a fake handoff to the keeper there. I would call that a read option, though, at this level. I don't think it's genuine reading that. I think it's just a fake it to the running back and keep it. So decent chunk to get back almost to the original line of scrimmage. Make it a more manageable 2nd and 11 here.
Bastion stalls in on the tackle. So Fitzpatrick again in shotgun. He's got one back behind him. And he hands it off, runs up the gut. I think that's Terleski. Yes, it is. And he's got a whole bunch of real estate right there. Good tackle, Ellingson. And we've got some flags all over the field here.
We're going to see multiple infractions here as we got, I think, another hold back towards the line of the original line of scrimmage, and then we've got one downfield on the tackle at the end too. And Terleski slow to get up again here. He's had a tough first half. Made some really good plays too, but he's had a tough first half.
Yeah, absolutely.
Remember, he was the one that got car wrecked on that long Nanaimo play. Illegal block that resulted in a penalty.
Clock's halted here at 3:19 as Terleski's on the turf. We'll see the replay here, see if we can pick up anything. Ellingson in pursuit. And look at that, trying to get the ball again. One more time. And, oh, the ball was out there.
So where's the penalty?
Terleski was able to hold onto it. Man, Ellingson was really all over that pigskin.
Yeah. So I got a hold. And then unnecessary roughness is what the call is at the end there. I don't know if he saw maybe a grab of the face mask or a horse collar maybe.
I think maybe the hand might have went high, and there might have been a face mask there, but
I didn't think I saw it, but
yeah. So 12-6 here, still for Nanaimo.
So they're going to go back to the original line of scrimmage, and it'll be the net will be up 5. So there's a 10-yard holding penalty on Vernon, a 15-yard roughness penalty. But because of the major foul, automatic first down. So you've got first and 10, 38-yard line.
Let's see if Fitzpatrick can find some more of that Fitz magic that he had earlier in the game.
Yeah, okay, so they had switched it to first down. Actually, I don't think that was on.
Okay, so
There
second down. There we go. Yeah.
So they corrected it now, and they've since gone in. It is not a first down. But here's the thing now, then it shouldn't be, they shouldn't have moved the sticks then if that's what they're going to do. So they got to figure this out. Yeah, so they are, it is an automatic first down. Okay.
Okay, there we go. They've got it figured out. We've
All
got
those
it figured
fun inner workings
right?
in football. There's a lot of intricacies to this game, that is for sure.
So, sometimes
First
even
and
the referees get confused about it. Oh, it's on the turf, and look at this! Oh my, the 6th turnover of the game, the 4th for the Nanaimo Seahawks.
And Marcos Tsembellis is Johnny on the spot, but that was a gift. That was a gift. Just a botched exchange between Fitzpatrick and Hazelhurst. And Vernon, unfortunately, still has the proverbial pistol pointed squarely at their own foot.
Wow, that's just massive. So let's see if Nanaimo can take advantage of this here.
Yeah, they got lots of time. Just over 3 minutes left in the half here to make this a 2-score game potentially.
Just a botched handoff between Fitzpatrick and Hazelhurst there. See, Hazelhurst just drops it, and then
it's like Hazelhurst didn't think he was getting the ball.
yeah,
I think.
yeah. Well, you can tell by the way.
Kosovan again.
Kosovan. There's
Other flags on the field.
3 flags on the field. He's gonna get into the end zone. Yes, he is. But I get the feeling this one's coming back. We'll have to see. They cannot stop number 1 right now in blue.
And the striped shirts can.
That is true. The only people that's really stopping them is his own teammates, really, at this point. We'll have to
Yeah, to be fair, I'm not saying that the referees are making stuff up here.
Yes. They're calling what they're seeing. Yes.
So we got another hold here, pulling this one back. So
If you are the Nanaimo coaching staff, you are going to chew out these players at the halftime. Discipline,
hey,
boys.
not everybody on the sidelines is as ruthless as you are.
Hey, listen. Hey, you got to find some discipline at some point here.
Guys,
You
all
can't-
these holding calls, brutal.
Hey, start them early. Start them early.
They gotta know.
You probably don't want me coaching your team.
He's not until he's doesn't hit a home run in T-ball. And
Yeah.
It's like brutal. There you go.
Sprints.
Another flag.
Kosovan, yeah.
I think that was from the back
Look
though.
at this. He's just blowing by people.
How many yards do you think Kosovan has run today that haven't counted?
That is true, yeah. I mean, we've
Got to be over 100 at
Yeah.
this point in time.
Well, there's 2. There was 1 over 50 that got called back already. So
Yeah.
Really cool.
More guys
Look
out
at that
there.
plane that just went by us here as we see it on the screen. That's super cool.
Yeah, it does look a little cute.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the football.
Hey, I didn't ask the cameraman to find that, but as the resident history buff here, I appreciate it.
Yeah, you loved it. Red Baron. Something. I don't know.
Also, this is going to shock you, but his plane was red.
That is true. Back to the football, folks. Wasn't his hair? No.
Thank you again for tuning into the Wadden and Randall Variety Hour.
Well, with all these
So
penalties,
this one's
we have
going to
to
be on.
film.
So this is going to be a penalty on the defense, and that's a lot of yardage. Oh, so I think they're going to tack this on to the end of the play. I think it was too many men on the field. It was a penalty because it was thrown back. So the long and the short of it is that we are 1st and 10 for Nanaimo now from the 17-yard line. Excuse me.
And one of the disadvantages of us, although we're in this cushy booth and it's a beautiful facility here, is we can't really hear the referees though.
Yeah, well,
Right?
they're not mic'd up, so we have to pay a little more attention.
Well, and also you can't hear the outside announcer who's calling things as well. So yeah, we got to keep our eyes on the stripes and make sure that we know the signals. But that said, we know that there's just been far too many penalties in this game.
Another different look here for Nanaimo. Looks like they're lining up with a full house backfield, so 3 running backs in behind Ellingson, who's under center. Can fake the toss, give the end around.
Interesting play. He comes up with the block there as well as he cuts back inside, but he stepped out of bounds. That's Aiken.
First offensive touch I think we've seen from Marlon Aiken today, although he has been kicking for Nanaimo, so we have called his name already. Looked like he might have had even more there, and he just didn't quite keep his foot in bounds, trying to cut back to the middle of the field. Little wrinkle off of the toss look there, though. Mix up for Nanaimo. The Harbor City, as they call it.
So second down now, about a yard to go as Kosuin, why not, right? Because he's going to make another house call. Yes, he is. Put another 6 on the board. Another major there for Liam Kosuin, and Nanaimo.
This one's going to count.
Takes a 2-score lead.
Just straight up power football. I mean, it's a toss, it's an outside run play, but it's straight up power football. You've got 2 up backs, lead blocking, the quarterback tosses, and then the lead block scored as well. Not a lot of misdirection or trying to out-scheme or fool anybody. It is straight up, we want to run the ball here, and you need to figure out how to stop it.
Oh, with how dominant Kosuin has been today, I mean, just keep going to him.
He's quick. Defender down in the field. Wall in action here. But hey, big score for Nanaimo. Going up multiple scores here with about 2.5 minutes left before the half. Been a longer first half here with the various penalty stoppages and injury stoppages that have occurred. This has probably been the 5th or 6th injury stoppage we've had in the first half.
Yeah.
Of course, we're still just over an hour into the game here, so it's not dragging out too much. But
well, let's see if we can get the PAT here, as it'll be Aiken that'll try to kick it. And it's up. And is this one good? Yes, it is.
This time, this game,
and he's loving it, too. They're celebrating there, are the Seahawks, as they extend that lead. 19-6 now for the Hawks over the Magnum.
Of course, now that we are at the Peewee level, the extra points have reversed to what the older levels play. So we're now in a normal reverse here, or a normal PAT, I should say, where the kick is just 1 time. So 19-6, as you mentioned, is the correct score. 2.5 minutes here in the first half. And Vernon's going to get the ball back here. Signaling up here.
Back into McLeod here. 2.5 minutes to go in the first half. Nanaimo with the lead. And let's see what they do here. With
there is going to be a correction here. Our score bug's here in the scoreboard here. That is actually still a 2-point kick conversion. The score is actually 20-6.
It's Treleski there taking it up the middle. Didn't get too far, but you got to feel like with this 2.5 minutes to go here before the half that Vernon is going to want to put the score on the board.
No, you're fine. You're fine where you are.
Yeah, Treleski, tough kid. A couple times in this first half.
Yep.
Right back in there and a key part of Vernon's attack.
Not the biggest in stature, but definitely plays big.
So Vernon going to have just under 2.5 minutes here to try and claw this back to a 1-score game before the half. Up a pistol here.
As Fitzpatrick now runs it out to his left, calls his own number, now goes to go right. Ends up getting into a wall of Seahawks there, and in on the tackle was number 25, that's Chase Fraser. First time saying Chase's name.
Fitzpatrick had to do a lot of work just to get back to the line of scrimmage there. He got a nice walk out in front of him from Hazelhurst, his running back, but needed a few more. You see a nice seal block from 56 there, but his offensive lineman just kind of stopped him.
Fraser first on the tackle, got a little help there from Aitken as well.
And this can be one of the challenges with running a bunch of wide run stuff is your big men, your blockers need to be mobile enough to get out running in front of that too.
Yeah.
That's what happened there is that the Nanaimo defenders were just able to be quicker than the running backs in the front cap.
Fitzpatrick hands it off. It's Terleski now. Spins out of a one tackle, spins forward into two defenders though, and that's not going to be enough for a first down. Going to bring up third down and about 3 or 4 to go.
Hazelhurst 36 there. And we're, like I said, 3 or 4 here. Just a power to the right side there. The lead block in front of it. The only thing I would like to see from the running back is to have him stick behind the fullback a little bit longer there before bailing and trying to make it himself.
So hands off the ball once again. Again, it's
That's
Hazelhurst.
Oh, here
Bounce.
we go.
Here we go. He's going to make. No, he's not going to make. I was going to call it early there. Looked like the house was about to get called, but no. The Seahawks able to get the tackle and take down Hazelhurst, but the sticks are going to move and go deep into Nanaimo territory.
I think had he not tried to cut that back to the middle of the field, he might have gone all the way there, but he tries to cut back to the middle of the field, and Cimbellis, slows him up. Emmett Lewis, number 10, cleans it up and finishes it. But they are back in action here.
Running once again. Yeah. We saw Terleski getting a lot of the runs early on. Hazelhurst getting his touches now. And they're starting to inch their way down. 1:28 to go here in the first half.
Well, they still got a minute and a half to play with here, so they can still run the ball. They're just going to have some tempo here. Fake to Hazelhurst.
Patrick on the right side. And Rhys runs into a couple of defenders. Nothing doing there. Now he's down. Oh, wow.
None of that there.
Oh, wait, this is a little concerning here. We'll have to see exactly what happened.
I don't know. He was up at the end of that play, and then he just kind of crumpled after taking a couple steps. So don't want to speculate as to what exactly is going on there, but hopefully Fitzpatrick okay. So he's going to be attended to off the sideline here. 1:14 left in the half, and now Vernon's going to have to absorb the quarterback.
Yeah. Well, while they attend to Fitzpatrick, we'll step out here for a moment. 20-6. Nanaimo leading Vernon here. It's the Peewee 9-man tackle championship. back into McLeod Park. Injury timeout there as we see Kyle Fitzpatrick, the quarterback for the Vernon Magnum. He's slow to get on his feet, but walking on his own will, so that's a good sign there. But boy, that was a little bit of a scary fall from Fitzpatrick as he hit the sideline and just sort of crumbled.
Yeah, good to see him up and walking, taking a look at head and neck areas. What might have gone on there, but no use in speculating about it. What we know for now is that number 6 is out of the game and probably will remain out of the game until at least halftime break.
Tough blow there for Vernon as their quarterback is now injured. So under center now is Terleski. Kieran Terleski will take over under center for the Magnum as they're down by 14 here, but starting to get into Nanaimo territory. But on third down, they still need a bunch of yards, and they're not going to be able to get it. That is going to be a turnover on downs.
And it felt like the offense, if you looked at the Vernon offensive line, it looked like most of them were not ready for that ball to be snapped there. So, that, I mean, those are the types of things that can happen when you have to make a quarterback change. I think Terleski may have snapped it too quick there because the Vernon offensive line is usually ready to go down in the stance and stuff like that. Most of them were just standing up.
Well, nonetheless, turnover on downs for Vernon. So Nanaimo will pick up the ball from their own 27-yard line. And up 14 here. Nanaimo, no, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say Vernon's got to run out 69 seconds to the half.
Nice.
Before they get the break here, then they're gonna need to hold on here. 20-6, still very much within reach for them.
As they do the pitch play, guess who got the ball? It's Kosawan, and he's still going. Oh my, there's a flag on the play. Could be a hold. Let's see though, as he is going to take it all the way. Ain't nobody gonna catch Kosawan. He's the fastest man alive. Into the end zone. That is gonna. I don't want to call touchdown just yet though, because I've been fooled by this a couple times with the laundry on the field. But Kosawan, my God, what a game!
Just running wind sprints today this game.
Let's see what the Zebras have here. Man, you cannot stop Liam Kosawan.
That would have been another 83-yard touchdown. Should have highly doubt that based on where that play came out.
Yeah. So as they converge, we'll see here.
Should be a first down for Nanaimo, but it's not going to be much further upfield than the original last. Oh, they're going to pick up the flag.
Oh, no flag. There you go. So call it a
electrifying
major
play in show business.
Wow. Liam Kosawan gets another major in this game. Just cannot be stopped right now as it's another 6 on the board for Nanaimo. 26-6. Your score right now.
84 yards, the official call. First down there, Metallica. I got to be honest. I'm not going to say I hope that was called back, but like I was going to start thinking back and adding up the yardage. Like another 84 yards of run called back for him. Like, man, he could have 200-300 in this first half if you counted the stuff that got called back on down.
Yeah, no doubt. Absolutely. They're really going to have to figure out what they can do with number 1. Again, not the biggest in stature. Boy, can he fly.
And sometimes being little helps with guys like that, right? If you can dart through those holes and you're a little bit more difficult to see for some of the defenders trying to track you, like it can be. I mean, look at some of the guys in the NFL with running backs out there, Austin Eckler types and stuff like that. They're not the biggest guys out there, and they use it to their advantage.
As the kick is up, and hey, it's another one. They put another deuce on the board there.
Just cleared the bar there, so 28-6. And that's a tough one. That's a tough 3-play swing for Vernon there as they were marching deep into Nanaimo territory. The quarterback gets hurt. They turn it over on downs. They immediately give up a huge touchdown right before half. 14-point swing at that point.
So what looked like was going to be a game early on has really swung in the momentum of Nanaimo, and they really rode this penalties,
You know,
turnovers.
it's just nice to see a team called the Seahawks put up some points, score some touchdowns.
Yeah.
Given that the professional version hasn't done so in the better part of 2 games.
Tell you what,
so.
if you're the Seahawks, you should have somebody up here looking at number 1. That kid is fantastic today, and we'll have the updated stats at the half here. Boy, what a game for Liam Kosovo.
The Nanaimo fan base, of course, Nanaimo scheduled to play in the next game as well, so I think they've got double the fan base here, and they are loud, making some noise. Uh-oh.
Look at this! Look at this!
And things just keep going from bad to worse
Oh, wow.
for the Vernon Magnum here. And Nanaimo has a chance to tack on another one. They're really piling it on here at the end of the first half, Andrew. This could be, Vernon really needs to get a stop here.
Let's take a look in here as they chip it up.
And I got to say, Aitken has got really, really good at placing those. You got obviously a pretty friendly bounce there, but the placement of these kicks has been perfect. He's landing it right in between the lines pretty much every time that he kicks it. Really under the radar, really impressive stuff from the Nanaimo kicker there. That's the 3rd onside kick recovery we've had in this first half. Wow. That's tough. That is tough.
Turnovers, onside kicks, penalties.
It's so demoralizing to lose possessions.
Yep.
It's so demoralizing. It's tough.
Well, and like I said, I mean, Nanaimo had all the momentum, and Vernon just has not been able to, although they were the first on the board today, haven't been able to take that down, and the Seahawks are just continuing, and of course, they're just going to go to Coachland, and why not?
Nice job by Vernon
Yes.
to force that ball back inside and then fill behind it.
That's what you got to do with Coachland. You cannot let them get the edge.
100%.
It's that simple.
He's been very good at cutting inside when they've set the edge too, though, so the fill was just as important there, and Big John Fotheringham filled nicely, number 12 there in white.
How do you pronounce that again?
Fotheringham. Thank you.
Second down now. As the clock ticking away, 26 seconds to go here in the half. As they do that, that's that triple handoff thing that they love to do. Kosowin going to get that outside. He's got one man to beat. He beat him. Another man, nope, can't beat Hazelhurst. Hazelhurst, I think, took exception to that one a little bit. Like, guys, come on, we got to figure out this play. They are killing us with it.
And Nanaimo knew that they only have probably a couple plays left before the half. We're down to 16 seconds on the clock, so they're going to try and dial up their big play guy again, and we're going to get a timeout from Nanaimo. Fair enough, they had 2 left, and you don't get to keep them. Not the Canadian game. Actually, the American game.
You don't get to in the American games either.
There's another rule change I would make in the American game in particular, by the way. You do not need that many timeouts. Like, watch the NFL and watch how many times the coach wastes time out when you just don't like the look that they have.
Yeah.
Or like icing the kicker.
Gord Randall's soapbox coming up here at the half.
Oh. You know me. I have some opinions.
Yes, you do. You do. And Nanaimo has got some momentum here and a lead. At this point, it seems like a sustainable lead. But let's see if Vernon can get a stop here, adjust at the halftime, because they're really going to have to make some adjustments, especially with that one end-around play with the triple handoff, whatever the heck you want to call it, just killing it. And this time what is this?
I think they were going to do a throwback.
It looked
there.
like they were going to throw, yeah.
Vernon having none of it. Nanaimo probably going to use their other timeout here. They are. Make sure they have one more play in here.
Looks to me like Nanaimo is reaching a little bit deeper into the playbook. At the same time, too, though, Gord, there could be a bit of a risk for that if you're playing with your food a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, with the time on the clock, I think they're really trying to dial up a bit home run play here.
7 seconds to go before the half.
Nice to see some of the other areas of the province outside the Lower Mainland so involved in this championship here. Obviously, the Lower Mainland organizations are playing as well, but it just goes to show you that football is really spreading around this province, and there's some really nice pockets. The next game, we're going to see Comox. Comox Valley, well represented in community football. Doesn't have a high school program, but has a strong community organization. Nanaimo here. Vernon as well. So lots of areas around the province involved this weekend. It's good to see.
Yeah, Linkson now hands it off, and oh, it's an awkward throw there from Sesamilis, and I don't know if
that's what they were trying to do on the last play, I think.
Yeah.
But, this time he's able to get the throw off, but I think somebody got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it looked like it perhaps got touched there. It was an odd-looking ball coming out of his hand.
A little bit of duck. Falls incomplete with 3 seconds on the clock, though, so we are going to get one more chance here.
So we'll take a look at it here. Here's the play.
Oh, no, it just slipped out of his hand, I think.
Just didn't get a good grip on the ball there. So 3 seconds to go, and that's the final play here.
I think this might actually be a kick here. Third and long, and they've got 54 back.
Big man back there.
They're going to have him, bro. Oh, yeah.
Oh, what a catch! Can he beat his man? Oh, outside. Look at that. They had the big man, Liam. Yeah, McCoggin. Wow.
That was fun.
I was wondering what that was all about
That was
there.
fun. That's fun football.
Well, there you go. Not having a lot of fun are the Vernon Magnum right now and their fans, but let's see if they can regroup at the half, down 28-6. We'll be back with you. We'll have the first half stats right here from McLeod Park at the BC Provincial Football Association Championships. Stay with us.
And welcome back to McLeod Athletic Park. We are still at halftime here in the Peewee 9-man championship, but we got a very special treat for you. The man, BC Lions Ring of Honor member, Quick Six, Team BC head coach, and of course, one of the hottest names in the country these days, Corey Philpott, joining us. Thanks for joining us, Corey.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you've had a pretty big week, eh? One of your boys, Tyson, most outstanding Canadian, Grey Cup champion. Tell us a little bit about the week.
Well, it's been crazy. It's definitely been crazy. It's something that you don't, as a parent, you don't prepare for this, and you don't see these kind of things happen. But it's been a crazy week. Having twin boys get drafted and go play in the CFL and do something that I did before in my days of playing, and then have one win the Grey Cup, and like you say, most top Canadian. So it's been awesome.
How was the experience watching that game? I know you and the boys were, you and Jalen were out there in person watching him, cheering him on. How was the experience seeing it in person too?
It was exciting. I mean, to have the whole family there, their mom, their sister, everybody there. It was something that is going to go down in history for us for sure. Tears were everywhere. Just to be able to see your kid, like I say, go out there and catch the winning touchdown to put his team into the championship. So. Like I say, the words are still, it's still like a dream right now. Like I say, my kid says, it was a dream for him. It was definitely a dream for me, not knowing that your kids will be able to be in that position.
Yeah, wonderful experience. How have the boys adjusted to, and how have you adjusted to, you coached them all the way up. They were teammates all the way through their college careers as well at the University of Calgary, finally split up in a different places in the country. How have you guys adjusted to cheering for two different teams, and how have they adjusted to playing on their own?
Well, we've done pretty good. Like I said, the boys wanted to split up anyways. They wanted to find their own destiny, and they've done that, obviously. Jalen really loves Calgary very well. Now Tyson in Montreal, he's really loving Montreal, and Montreal's really loving him. So, me being back here in BC and stuff, we talk on the phone lots, so, that's one thing that we always do in contact after games and stuff like that. So we're adjusting to it, and, it seemed to be working for us.
So you were a Grey Cup champion in your career as well, correct? 1995, I believe, right?
1994.
1994. Sorry, I had the year wrong. I should have known that, too. Of course, Louis Pasaglia, last-second field goal at BC Place there. You guys wanted it home. You looking forward to comparing ring sizes with Tyson once he gets his? You're probably going to lose that battle.
Yeah, I'm going to lose that battle when it comes down to the Grey Cup. I won a national championship for the Langley Rams here, so mine's is pretty big. So, but when it comes down to the Grey Cup rings, I'm gonna lose that battle.
So let's talk Team BC a little bit. Obviously, most of the Team BC action is spring and summer action. What have you got on tap for Team BC coming up the next couple months here?
Well, we got a lot going. Actually, we start up next week. Come pretty much once December hit, we'll start our ID camps. We'll be on the road, going and checking out all the different talent. And trying to really build this program. We're going out. We're going with a different methods of how we're going to do things. But we're going to be playing probably Saskatchewan, going into the Canada Cup, and our U16. So we're going to go. We're going out right now and identifying kids that can play. The top players, that we got them to send a lot of film to us and stuff. So we'll be able to see them before they step on the field. Some of the kids that get missed because either financial or whatever, we're actually going out and we're actually going to those games and watching those kids, and we're identifying those kids. We're walking up to them as coaches and saying, hey, we want you to come try out for Team BC, and then everything else will rest from there.
Awesome. So quickly, for the people who are listening and watching, maybe some young players out there that might want to get your attention, what's the best way to kind of reach out and get on the radar for Team BC?
The biggest thing is to go to BCPFA website, bcpfa.com. All our information is on there. All our emails on there. Just get your information in, send it to us. We want you. If you can get out there and play the game, we want definitely have you out there.
Awesome. The man, Corey Philpott, thank you for joining us, Coach. Really appreciate this opportunity. We will be back in a few seconds with the second half here between the Nanaimo Seahawks and the Vernon Magnum.
Hey, welcome back into McLeod Park. Many thanks to the coach for joining us there from Team BC. Gord Randall in discussion. Joining me now, Nick Hauke, who's got the stats. And Nick, I tell you what, they're going to be heavily favored towards Nanaimo, aren't they?
They sure are. In what was a pretty insane game in the first half, 6 total turnovers by either team. Nanaimo was led by Liam Cowison wearing Casey Turner's old number 1.
Nice.
He had 2 catches for 72 yards and a touchdown, but more importantly, 149 yards on the ground.
And that's just the ones that count, right?
Just
Because
the
the
ones
ones
that
that came back were a lot. They're pretty much equal.
Pretty much. I would say like over 100 at least.
Yeah.
Called back by penalties. Jaden Ellison, also great, very efficient, 4 for 6 in the passing game for 106 yards and a touchdown. Also on defense, 2 forced fumbles early on, stealing possessions for the Seahawks and giving them the ball.
All right. On the Vernon side of the ball, not so much right now to really brag about. They do have 6 points, but they got those 6 points early.
They did. It was a very long run by Kyle Fitzpatrick, a 77-yard rush to be exact. He finished the first half with 86 rushing yards. Donovan Scott had 37 on the ground, and Keenan Hazelhurst also had 40 yards. It's really been a grit and grind type of offense for Vernon.
Great stuff, Nick. We'll look forward to talking to you again at the end of the game with the full game stats. But Gord Randall now dips back into the booth here after his discussion with Coach Philpott. A great discussion at that, Gord. I love the line of questions there. And
Still
of course,
wiping off the sweat.
Right?
Catching my breath.
Right?
You know, there.
You were in the presence of greatness there.
I was, man. I remember him at his peak, and he was probably the most exciting player in the CFL.
Absolutely.
He was
absolutely.
Awesome. And that was like the Damon Allen era in the mid-90s, too. But quick sticks was something else. Running behind big Sean Millington. Diesel Sean Millington.
Yes. Millington's quite the player. Great to have. You know what I like, though, in the discussion, and I think some of the parents maybe that were listening as well or watching as well might have liked, just those little tips on, hey, how does my son get recognized by you?
Hey, yeah, well, BCPFA is why we're out here, and it's most relevant for a lot of the audience these days,
Absolutely.
especially the younger audience, is the fact that this is our Team BC head coach, of course, so he's the guy to impress if you want to wear the orange and black.
Well, the Seahawks have been impressive in the first half. There was a bit of a squib kick there again by Vernon. We've seen a few of those in this game, but this time the Hawks were able to get their mitts on it, and I think Vernon was kind of hoping they were going to be able to get a sneaky sort of turnover there to kick off this second half, and wasn't able to get it nonetheless. It is Nanaimo ball.
Yep, so the Magnum in a situation here, they were hoping to try and steal a possession there, like they were able to a couple times in the first half. Of course, they gave it right back just as many and then some, but hoping to steal a possession there to start the half, and Nanaimo almost coughed it up, but did a good job of recovering there. And so they take the ball here first, and looking like they're kind of in control. That end of the first half for Nanaimo really opened things up here. It was pretty tight for the first quarter and a half, but a strong finish to the half. Let's see if they can keep going here.
So they hand the ball off. This is Stolz with the first carry of the second half, and it gets stalled out on that play. As it looked
Stolzed out.
Yeah, it looked like they were going to try and do that double end around handoff thing. That nope, not there this time. And Kosowin's like, guys, come on, just what are we doing?
Right? Come on, coach, dial me up.
Many thanks to Nick Hauke for the stats there at halftime, and he's right about the 149, I believe he said that Coalition had in the first half, but at the same time too, he had that many called back because of penalties.
Some, probably.
So if this game could be way more out of hand than what it really is.
There's Jaden Ellingson rolling to his left again. This time he kept the ball. He was looking to throw, but he kept the ball this time. Able to get a couple yards back, but Nanaimo quickly in a third and long situation here. Ideal first couple plays for Vernon.
And honestly, one of the beauties of the Canadian game is just how fast things move, right? How quickly you can be back on offense. I think that is the absolute beauty of the Canadian game and something that really defines it as well. Let's see, though, if Vernon can get this stop, because they really got to get themselves back into this game. They need a quick strike score of some sort. as they pitch it out. Kosawan, and he's just dipping and diving everywhere, but beautiful tackle. You're absolutely
Really nice
right.
tackle, important tackle. Enrico D'Agostini, number 34, getting Kosawan down, and it looked like Kosawan had some blockers in front of him, weaving through the traffic, but D'Agostini, nice little ankle biter tackle, and that's a big stop for Vernon. They'll get the ball back right on the midfield stripe here.
Big block on that play there as well. I like what I saw there from Tessambilis.
While we do the changeover here, quick update on the various out-of-town scoreboards. Couple score updates for you. We mentioned it a couple times already. Vanier Cup, National Championship, University National Championship. Of course, University of British Columbia was in that game. They come out on the short end of a 16-9 final score to the University of Montreal. So congratulations to the Caravan. As Keenan Hazelhurst takes another carry there up the gut for a couple.
You got the high school scores?
Relevant to the Vernon fans in the crowd who might be watching this game. Vernon Secondary School playing in the AA Provincial semifinals for senior high school football. They win 37-8 over Nechako Valley. Nechako Valley from, I believe, Vanderhoof. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong on that. Either Vanderhoof or Quesnel. Northern BC. So Vernon, congratulations, will be off to the provincial final. I believe that is the 5th consecutive provincial final for Vernon Secondary School at the AA level.
Terleski fakes the handoff, decides to keep it himself and cuts out to the sideline, but in pursuit there was Ellingson.
And of course, these Magnum players, a lot of them will feed into Vernon Secondary School. There's also Clarence Fulton Secondary in Vernon playing high school football as well. Well, they are not quite the powerhouse that Vernon Secondary Panthers are, but head coach Sean Smith in that program has done a fantastic job at building up one of the powerhouse programs in BC high school football.
Well, it's a big weekend, as we mentioned, for football, whether it's across the country, down south, here in the lower mainland, you name it. Lots happening. As Terleski now decides to keep it himself and runs up the middle, couple of yards there. Are they moving the sticks? We will have to see.
And just a quick update, of course, we saw Kyle Fitzpatrick go down with what appeared to be a bit of a serious injury towards the tail end of the first half. Now, he physically looks fine, but he is on the sideline. Helmet has been off the whole second half, and he's actually now just taking off his shoulder pads altogether.
Yeah.
So it appears that he is done for the day, and this is what the offense is going to look like for Vernon, which I think can still function for them. You know, you've got enough of a weapon in Terleski that you can run some, read option, fake to the running back, quarterback keeper type stuff. I would expect it to be far more run heavy because of who's behind center, but still some athletes back there. See if they can make some hay out of it.
So the penalty
likely be the Terleski and Hazelhurst show here.
Yeah, the penalty brings it back here. Let's see exactly what that was all about. Terleski with the handoff, and right, Hazelhurst just runs into a swarm of Seahawks.
I believe that was an offside penalty on Vernon offense in the previous play. So 3rd and 12, they have to kind of run it right up the gut. Long yardage is not going to be Vernon's friend here with their quarterback out of the game. Hazelhurst there, bottled up right around the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be a turnover on downs, and we're going to take over just on the plus side of midfield here. Also, if you're a fan of local football, the Apple Cup in the United States, of course, that's the Washington State annual game. It's currently tied at 14 all. 2 minutes left in the third quarter.
6 minutes left in the third quarter here at McLeod, as we have another stoppage of play here. It looks like, I don't know if that's an injury or a timeout. Ellingson went down on one knee. So it looks like it's perhaps a timeout.
Yeah, I see coaches on the field, so I believe that this is a called timeout.
Let's see if Vernon can.
So a little bit of back and forth to start this quarter, but this has worked out. This has been just fine for Nanaimo, as we're more than halfway through this third quarter already. And despite the fact they haven't added any points, they also haven't given up any either. So not saying they're playing to run out the clock right now, but I'm sure they don't mind it.
And there's that play. They love that double handoff. Kosawan trying to get the edge. As he does, there's going to be a holding call, I believe.
Vernon player down the field here.
Wow. There's a lot of injuries in this game so far. Nothing yet too major, at least, although Fitzpatrick is out of the game, who started under center for Vernon, if you're just joining us now, injured late in the first half. So Kieran Terleski taking over under center for Vernon.
Of course, Fitzpatrick, as Nick mentioned, coming out of the half, responsible for the only points for Vernon so far today as well.
Yep.
So it has not been an ideal first half on the whole for the Magnum.
Could you call them the Magnums?
It seems mildly inappropriate.
It does.
It's a family show.
Let's keep it clean. Well, they assess the injury on the field. We'll take a break here. Stay with us from McLeod. So the injured Magnum player off the field there. And the Seahawks now.
Of course, with the holding penalty there, going to be back to first and 20. Man, penalties on both sides. With the Seahawks, they've been able to have enough explosive plays to kind of make up for some of these long yard situations. But, I mean, they've got to be pushing close to 100 yards in penalties already in this game.
And Ellingson now hands it off. Oh, they faked that the pass play that they did earlier today, as they had Kosawan going deep, and I believe that is the play call, is to try to go over the top to Kosawan, with the throw being from Tsembelis.
Yeah, they did. We saw that, of course, just before the half. They tried that a couple times and only actually got the pass off once, and it kind of slipped out of Tsembelis' hands.
Yeah.
So a little surprised they went back to it, if I'm being honest. A little bit of a wrinkle. See if they can find a different way to get Coastal on the ball. Of course, with the speed and athleticism we've seen from him, finding him the ball in space, never a bad idea.
And that's what they do. They pitch it out to him, and he cuts inside, makes a man miss, trying to get the edge there, and Hazelhurst with some good pursuit, able to knock him out of bounds. So that'll pick up a bunch of yards, but still not enough for a first down. So it'll be third down and about 5 or 6.
So a coach in me, if I get the chance, a little coaching point there, I don't love voluntarily stepping out of bounds 6, 7 yards short of the sticks there. And I get it. You're taking a lot of tackles today and stuff like that, but even just trying to get an extra yard or two before you step out of bounds would be nice there. Instead of, like, 3rd and 7 is not easy, right?
Ellingson now, as he pitches it back to Kosawan, and he's going to pick up, looks like a first down for the Seahawks.
Yep, gets exactly what he needs there, but a yard beyond the sticks for the first down. And hey, if you're going to do what I said on the previous play, then you get to be the one that converts it on the next play. So good for him.
And we've seen him try to break out and get those edges, because he can beat most defenders, but we've also seen him running up the gut and had some success there. So Kosawan, a very versatile runner. Not shy away from contact whatsoever.
Nope.
But when you're that fast, it's hard to hit him, right?
Yeah, well, he can really slice and dice. His change of direction, very quick. Very quick. Of course, we were talking about, he's a little bit bigger than Reed Wilson. We're talking about how small Reed Wilson is. Kosawan, not much bigger.
No.
He is not a big kid either.
He flies, though, so definitely a name that we're going to be keeping an eye on through the years here. As Nanaimo now, pitch play once again. Or is it a fake? I don't know exactly where the ball went there.
Aitken, 95.
There we are. Aitken picks it up. That's going to be a first down.
So it's a fake toss action and then a little end around to Aitken. Something we've seen a couple times. It's kind of a change of pace to them, and Aitken gets a good chunk there. I don't know that he's quite to the first down mark now. Looks like he's going to be about 2 yards short here. But another good pickup for Nanaimo on first down.
Oh, yeah, second and 2 yards.
Vernon just doesn't have much of an answer consistently for this wide run game for Nanaimo. And obviously, it's mostly Kosawan, but you know, they've had the couple of backs out in front with this full house backfield. They've given the end around to Aitken as the mix up and gotten some decent chunks out of that too. So, yeah, honestly, it feels like just about the only thing that's stopped Nanaimo today has been their own penalties and turnovers.
Absolutely.
So, when they haven't done that, it's been pretty successful.
Ellingson's got pressure, so he throws it up, and it's caught. That's going to be a first down and more. Going to have to make the tackle there. Hazelhurst couldn't make it at first, makes the second one. What a pickup there for Nanaimo as big number 95, Marlon Aitken, with the first down.
Yeah, gets himself nice and open there. Lots of room to catch that, and then breaks the tackle, adds that yak yardage, yardage for catch yardage. Gets down to 14-yard line. Nice little play there. Good job by him high pointing that ball and then keeping his feet running through the tackle attempt. Down inside the 15 there. 30-yard pickup.
So a flag right off the play, and this is their favorite double handoff end around as Kosawan tries to get the edge once again. He gets right in there, can't get to the pylon, but there was an early flag on this one, and I think Kosawan.
I think we're going to see multiple infractions again, actually, because I see one at the line of scrimmage. I saw one in the defensive backfield. I see another one thrown by the umpire. So a whole bunch of stuff going on here.
We'll take a look here.
Detentions for everyone.
Kosawan making the defender.
Okay, so we've got too many men on the defense. That's the one that has been signaled thus far.
So as we saw from the replay, that
on defense has been declined, and it'll be first down.
There you go.
And goal at, looks like they're marking at 2-yard line.
So Nanaimo back on the doorstep of Vernon, looking to add another 6 or 7, 8, 9. How many more points can they add here? Because they're up big time right now.
I don't think they can add 9.
I don't mean now. I just mean throughout the game, because it doesn't seem like Vernon has an answer. But they'll see what they can do right now. They'll start with 6. How about that? Oh, no, drop ball. Never mind.
Little bit of an underthrow there. That was Ellingson's been pretty good, and he even is telling everybody, "Hey, that's my bad."
Yeah.
We know some.
You can see from the replay here, just
underthrew. He had Aitken there. Aitken was in front of the coverage, and Ellingson just short-armed it underthrew him just a little bit. In fairness, tough to work around the goalpost there. I think that might have been a little bit of a factor, as he wanted to hit him before the goalpost, and just kind of, thought about it a little bit too much.
Oh, Ellingson now in the shotgun. They've loaded up the left side. And he's just going to go right side. There is a throw. It's low. Can't pick it up. And, of course, there's Laundry on the field.
So, is this the part of the field where you want to start going shotgun and throwing the ball?
Well, what that play design looked like to me was it looked like they were trying to decoy everybody out to the left and that he was just going to run it right, but that seemed to be the call.
Yeah, it looked like he was looking to pass right from the beginning to me, and maybe a little bit of a flood concept coming back to the right there, which is everybody moving right at different depths and trying to overload the coverage, which, fine.
But don't you think he could have just beat him?
They're calling this on the defense, and they signal. That's an illegal block signal? Is that what that was? Okay, either way, half distance to the goal because it's a penalty on the defense, and an automatic first down is what was ruled there.
I mean, it felt like Ellingson, could have just run the ball in, but decided to go with the pass there. We'll see. They've got a couple of opportunities to get it in, and they're right there as Kosawan is the lone man out to the right, a little one-on-one action there.
Looks like sanity might prevail here on the Nanaimo side as they are under center in the I formation now. Now that they're on the 1-yard line, they're not going to miss it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's that extra yard, the longest yard, one might say.
And Ellingson just keeps the feet moving, and there he is in for the major. Put another 6 on the board. for the Seahawks.
Turns out the wheel's pretty good, and you don't need to reinvent it.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
And just as importantly as the added 6, maybe 8 points for Nanaimo is the time off the clock.
Yeah.
The factor here that they ran that down. I think they started with 6.5 minutes on the clock, and they ran that down to 48 seconds left in the third quarter. And of course, tacked on the extra points. And Nanaimo starting to run away with this one a little bit.
So 34-6 now. See if they can put another 2 on it. High snap. Ellingson just decides, I'm going to have to just take this and throw it away.
That's a live ball. That's a live ball.
Wow. If you're the...
I think the referee was like, I don't feel like dealing with this. I'm calling that a forward pass. I don't feel like dealing with this.
But if you're the Vernon coach this time, aren't you yelling? Pick it up! Pick it up!
I know that at the high school level now, and I can only assume this is probably the case here too. I know that the high school level now you cannot return a point after attempt.
Gotcha.
If the defense gets a turnover, it's just a dead ball on the spot.
Gotcha.
Which I find actually kind of a frustrating rule. But so I can only suspect that's probably the case here as well. But it does look kind of funny. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Nope. No good.
Rewriting the rule book with Gord Randall here. Coach's Corner. That's a good name. Has he used that before?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I came up with that. It's pretty available now.
I don't think that show's coming down.
Feels like you're trying to random my parade. It just seems like sour grapes.
So as the shadows start to creep in here at McLeod, a big lead for Nanaimo as they're looking to take home this championship game in the Peewee 9-man.
No worries.
And he boots it off. That's a good kick. Fielded right around the 34. And taken down there is Terleski.
Just feels like the ball seems to find the same couple of players at all times, hey?
Yes.
And that is, I will say that's one thing, if Nanaimo has kicked the ball, not just to the same depth, but to the same direction every single time that they have kicked. So certainly it's a return team to make sure their best ball carrier is exactly there.
So Vernon with 30 seconds to go here in the third Q. They're probably going to want to speed things up here a little bit, considering the score at 34-6. Gillespie, shotgun. They beef up the edges. Hands it off. Hazelhurst goes to the right, cuts back in, gets a couple of yards.
Not a lot of help there for Hazelhurst in terms of blocking, but nice job to make the cut back inside that edge tackler. But hey, that's also if you're going to miss a tackle. That's what that player's coach do is if that guy's gonna beat you, you want him to beat you back inside while your help's coming from. Right? Worst case scenario for the tackle on the edge there is that Hazelhurst puts his foot in the ground, goes the other way and turns to the outside. Now, foot raised.
Well, it's not much of a race in the game in terms of the score. 34-6 right now, Nanaimo.
One might describe this as a boat race.
Yeah, maybe you're right about that. Not a race that Vernon wants to be in right now as they are trailing big time, down 34-6 here at McLeod Park in the championship game of the Peewee 9-man. We got the Bantam 9-man between Comox Raiders, against the Nanaimo Seahawks. So we'll see them once again, the Bantam team this time around. And yeah, you're right. There is a lot of Seahawks colors, and that's not just because of we're here in the Lower Mainland supporting, the team
there might have been
down the
anyway,
I-5.
but yeah. It's going to be a classic AFC West matchup in the next game here. The
That's
Seahawks and the Raiders.
absolutely right.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. Old school smash match. But this one still with 10 minutes to go, and Terleski shotgun, hands it off. Nope, keeps it, runs it up the gut, and finds a bit of room there. That's going to be first down, I believe. From our angle, it looks like they got it.
Yeah, he'll get first down by a couple yards there, actually. Thought I saw a Nanaimo defender jump offside. Or no dice. Striped shoots.
Take a look another look at the run here from Terleski. And at that point, it's all about ball protection, right? Yep. You can see the Seahawks really trying to get their mitts in on that.
Yeah, the strip specialist, Ellingson, was on the other side of the field.
Yeah.
Ellingson really does everything for this team, though. Hey, you notice that he's the guy marking off the yard for the defensive line as well. Runs in, marks off the yard, goes back out to his edge spot.
Terleski now shotgun again, hands it off. This time it's to Hazelhurst. Oh, and Hazelhurst runs into a big man, Benjamin Brown. They call him Double B, I think. Why not? I would. B squared, maybe? I don't know. Big tackle, nonetheless.
BB the King, baby.
There you go.
Unfortunately, they're going to call him for unnecessary roughness. I think he might have got a face mask in there. So he's 15.
Surprisingly enough, I believe that's the first time I've said Benjamin Brown's name today.
I've said it a couple times.
You see here's the tackle here.
So just up around the neck area. They're
Yeah.
trying to get that stuff out of the game, so that's the unnecessary roughness call. It's not technically a horse collar, but it's just you don't want to bring guys down around that head and neck area. So they're going to err on the side of caution and call that pretty much at the time.
I mean, Brown might have just been a victim of his own size when he did.
Yeah, quite possibly. He's a lot taller than Terleski, so. Either way, not a whole lot bigger.
Still, yeah, exactly. Brown, the biggest player on the line, it looks like, and there's going to be an offside right there. Hey, might as well push it down.
Way to hold your water, O-line. Nice job. That's how you're coached. Really nice job there by 64 Eli Huff to hold his water and just let the defensive lineman push him over.
So
I love that the offensive lineman in me loves that. You know the count. If the ball hasn't been snapped yet, you hold your water. Too many offensive linemen these days get themselves in trouble by seeing a guy jump and then trying to jump and force them offside. Like, if your center sees that and snaps the ball, sure. But if you're the left tackle and you see your end jump, ooh, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
These are good tips here from the head coach of the Sullivan Heights Stars, folks. If you're a youngster watching this game right now, I hope you're taking notes.
Nanaimo just eating stuff up front. Ellingson again there, knifing into the backfield and making the play.
Jason Bullholzer.
Number 58 on the handoff there. And while I like getting the bigger runner involved here, I don't love having him go east-west like this.
Yeah.
Like, my man.
Yeah, smash mouth. Yeah.
You stay up the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Even if you see a guy there, run at him, not around him. Ain't gonna work that way.
So Terleski there, I don't know if Hazelhurst missed the assignment, but it looked like maybe they were expecting a handoff. We'll have to see here in the replay.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought that might have been a design fake, but either way, like pick up a couple yards here, but you're at 3rd and 5.
As we take a look again at the last play. Yeah, you're right. Not Hazelhurst, excuse me. Big 58 there. Bullholzer was on the fake, but yeah, that was straight to Terleski. So not a botch play, but not a whole lot of yardage. Now here we are on 3rd down, and Terleski is going to try to get it up the middle. Great tackling there from the Seahawks as Brown was in on it.
95 and 99, Brown and Marlon Aitken. Here's a name that we called quite a bit. Aitken has not necessarily been the star today for Nanaimo, but he's been a big contributor on both sides of the ball. Made a couple defensive plays, of course, the kicker for them. You got to give him credit for those onside kicks they've recovered. 3 of them so far today. And, of course, a big reception or 2 on offense, / a big run on the end around. Gotta like guys like that can contribute to the game in a number of different ways.
Big 90s, the high 90s. Usually the big cats coming in at you. So Nanaimo now 6 minutes, 22 seconds, and they're ticking. 1st down. They are up 28 points. It's 34-6 as they pitch it back. And
little Reed Wilson,
yeah,
scoot.
Reed
Scoot
Wilson,
him
the little guy. Look at this. Tough to tackle, and he's got some wheels, trying to get tracked down. And
Ball's out, ball's out.
Ball is, oh my, we got another turnover here.
Oh, felt so good for him.
My.
And then Kieran Terleski comes and steals his lunch money right at the end of that one.
Wow, Terleski, great play there, but what a run. And I don't understand why they went back into the defender. Should have just kept going and Let him clip your feet or something.
I know we've already done the coach's corner reference, but as we cue this replay here, to all you kids out there, hold that ball in the outside hand.
Yes, yes.
This doesn't happen. I know it's tough when you're right-handed to switch to the left, but that's what you got to do here. All the trouble's coming from the right. You don't want to show him the ball.
Absolutely. There you go, from the coach himself. But you're right, you could see it in that play. You keep the ball exposed, they're going to be able to get their mitts on it, and that's just what Vernon did. But I'll tell you what, they got to start capitalizing somehow here. Time is not on their side.
And they got it.
Yeah.
5.5, just over 5.5 on the clock right now.
So Terleski back under center. Takes it himself to the right side, and picking up about 4 or 5 there. Good tackle.
I thought that might have been a little bit late.
Just because of the sideline there, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was stepping too out of bounds. That's okay. I'm borderline enough that I don't have a huge problem with it.
Let's take a look here again.
Here and then, that's fine.
Might have, but was already.
The guy that
momentum was
it was
already
the
going.
second man in. I thought gave him a pretty good pop, but he actually hit his own player more than the ball carrier there. So
let's see now, Vernon, second, about 3.5. Terleski as they beef up the edges again, and it's a design play once again with the fake handoff, and Terleski takes it up the middle. Looks like going to be close to a first down, and yep, they're signaling it.
The sticks moving. But, again, they kind of need big chunks here, and I think they've shown themselves capable of doing that since Fitzpatrick's left the game. Injury timeout here.
It's number 18 for Nanaimo. Mason Yasko. Well, Yasko's down on the field. We'll take a break here. 4:40 to go, fourth quarter. Nanaimo leading Vernon 34-6. All right, back to the action here at McLeod as the injured player leaves the field. Looks a little hobbled as he walks off. Vernon's a little hobbled right now, stuck 28 in this game, and really needing a quick strike score to get themselves back into it. Hazelhurst now runs up the middle. You're going to have to find something over the top. Do they have it in the arsenal?
Yeah, it's too bad, right? Like because they're down big, they kind of need something more than this. But like that's a nice little run for Hazelhurst in a different context, you know. Like he breaks a couple tackles, picks up 8 yards there. It's a nice little run for you on first down. It's just at this point in the game, it's kind of not going to get it done.
And Kyle Fitzpatrick, who started under center for Vernon, injured late in the first half. So the backup QB is in, and Kieran Terleski. And another injured player on the field is just sort of hobbled there. That's
James Gordon.
Yeah.
By one of the offensive linemen for Vernon. One of the best athletes on the field, of course.
Of course. Those old linemen.
All those athletically large gentlemen. Although I will say, it's been a little bit more normal at this level, but when some of the adding games earlier, I'm looking on the field, I'm going, man, some of the smallest guys on the field are on the offensive line right now. What's going on here?
Pitched, shotgun that is to Terleski, and Terleski's taken down. Great tackle there. That's Kosawan with the tackle. What can't this kid do?
And he fired up coming out of that one too. And just Kieran Terleski just gets strung out here, ends up running laterally, and not going to outrun Kosawan when you run into his side that way, I don't think.
Bastion Stoles was ready to help out his buddy Kosawan there as well. They've got a timeout on the field.
Coach's timeout this time.
Yep.
Not another injury, which is good news. So the clock can be stopped with 3:27 left in this one.
As we see the Vernon huddle there, Vernon head coach Chris Terleski.
Huh. Coincidentally, also has the last name Terleski. Interesting. In fact, I see 3 Terleskis on the coaching staff here.
That's right. Rylan and Caden volunteer on the coaching staff.
I would assume those are probably Kieran's older siblings.
Also the head coach in Nanaimo. With a familiar last name.
Sam Dulles. Yeah. I see a Coastal on that coaching staff as well. In fairness, like that tends to happen a lot. It's like the better players' parents tend to be more involved. Often tends to be the case.
Even Thorne Ellingson, the water boy, getting in on it as well. So it's a family affair, this football.
3rd and 5 here.
Oh, and they throw. Oh, Terleski can't hit the receiver.
I thought he might have been able to run for that. But falls incomplete, and that's going to be a turnover on downs here. So Nanaimo going to get the ball back, and they're just going to look to run out the clock here. I would think. I would be surprised if it's anything other than some handoffs, run some time off the clock. I mean, with the way things have been going on offense for them, that's probably been the game plan anyway. But
and as we look around McLeod here, beautiful alpenglow going on in the mountains behind us, and of course Mount Baker there, but it's getting a little dark on the field.
Yeah,
I want to get these
I'm looking
lights
at
on.
it. Looks like the one light standard is just starting to warm up. So I think by the time we get back here for the last game, I'm sure that it will be lit up properly. Yeah, it's the twilight here already.
Of course, we do have one more game coming up. It's the Bantam 9-man. Comox Raiders versus Nanaimo Seahawks. This one, though, still 3 minutes to go. And look at the speed there. You love that from Reed Wilson, the little guy, picking up some yardage.
Really? This time going to his right, so having the ball in his right hand, not a problem. And hey, if you're not going to be big, you might as well be fast.
Just look at the size difference, just between teammates, though, between 54 and Wilson. That's Liam Crabb. Liam Crabb, the biggest of the big men on that O-line.
Liam McCaughan.
Excuse me. That's Mitchell Crabb. That's number 50. My bad. Thanks there, Coach.
No problem.
Of course, with the O-line, you're going to let me know who's who.
Yeah.
You know all of them.
Guy gets one shout out a game. You get it right.
You got to get it right, absolutely. So,
oh, Wilson with
look
the
at
cutback.
this. Flips the field, goes the other way.
Ew, no.
Reed Wilson. Can he get there? He's at the 20. Cuts inside. Oh, the ball's out again. No, come on.
I think he got on it this
I
time.
think he got on it. Oh, wow.
Some coachable moments here for number 9.
He is an exciting young player, but he's got to keep those mitts on the football.
In fairness, his mitts probably can't fit on the football.
That's probably correct as
He's
well.
going to have to keep both mitts on the football.
Maybe tuck it in his shorts or something. I don't know. So he cuts in there, and then good tackle, and that was with the strip came out there as number 34 for Vernon. That's Enrico D'Agostini. Rico. Little suave play there, but Nanaimo was able to pick it up. Yeah, you see what I did there. Another old reference, by the way. Oh, and that was pitched back. Ellingson picks it up, and he's got a defender, just tosses him down. You got to be kidding me. Terleski gets tossed to the turf. Ellingson down inside the 5. We got to see the replay of that one. Oh, my. Beast mode there from number 80.
While we've been commenting on the little guy, Wilson, we get some big boy football from Ellingson there. Just get off me.
Yes. As we see right here.
Oh,
it was before the play. Yeah. Hopefully the boys can dial that one back a little bit. Wow.
I think that was Terleski in the backfield there as well. Wow.
Holy.
Nanaimo back on the ball here. They called it just short of the first down, so 2nd and inches here.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So here we go. As Ellingson now is just going to play bully mode once again. Gets that first down.
Pretty sure that was supposed to be quarterback sneak, but I'm pretty sure he had to dodge a tackler in the backfield before he got upfield there.
Wow. Ellingson just saying, nope, I'm taking care of business. TCB, baby.
The Ospreys continue to march here.
And here's that replay of that. That was later on in the hit. Later on in the play. Nonetheless, a strong run from Ellingson. And
oh, yeah.
Yeah, here we go.
We're backing
yeah,
up
bring
as
it
we
back.
watch it.
Yeah. Weren't able to get it. All good, though.
Here we go. First and goal from the 3-yard line.
Back to the action, and it's a pitch play, and that's our
Willie.
Willie's been. Can he get in? Can he get in? And he does with the major.
He gets over the breakwater into open water. Really?
Little Reed Wilson with the touchdown, and of course, if this game wasn't over already, it is Dunsky now. Stick a fork in the Vernon Magnum. They're done.
You didn't think that they could get 28 points
I didn't.
in 40 seconds?
I didn't think so, no.
Wow. You're a real hater. Age has made you cynical.
Showing my bias again, I guess. I don't know.
This world has really beat you down. Hopeless.
As we see the score once again, nice pitch play there from Ellingson. And look at Reed Wilson as he's able to get past it. Listen, in a losing effort, Hazelhurst has had himself a good game on both sides of the ball.
Yep.
He's been all over the ball all over the field, that is, for Vernon. And again, in a game that they put the first 6 on the board, and then,
42 unanswered.
42 unanswered later. We got a 42-6
from
game.
the residents of the Harbor City.
In Nanaimo.
I like Nanaimo. Pretty town.
Vernon as well. Great golf out there.
Yeah.
Been out
Lake Country.
Yeah.
You ever done Predator Ridge?
Oh, yes.
Fancy pants.
Love Predator Ridge. It ate me up, but I love it. Yeah, Predator Ridge is a great course out there, but so many good courses out in the Okanagan.
You played the role of the prey that day?
Yes. That's kind of the case when I play golf. Good thing is,
I know you dabble in all these fancy courses, but
I'll tell you what, though, the best thing about that,
yeah.
it was free.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Back in your high flute. And
if you're going to shoot 150, you might as well do it for free. I'm kidding.
Yeah, you had mulligans. It was only 100.
As the clock ticks away here, that is going to be the final, 42-6. Nanaimo beats Vernon for the Peewee 9-man championships. The horns are going. The crowd is loving it. We'll get you a quick update on the stats in just a moment here as our boy Nick Hauka puts things together. But what a game for Nanaimo over Vernon, 42-6. As you see the fans celebrating in the crowd, and it's a big contingent from Nanaimo. And boy, what a game for the Seahawks, and what a game for Liam Kosawan, who had himself a massive effort, 149 yards just in the first half alone. However, he had that many taken back as well with all the turnovers that were in this game. But Nanaimo, they prevail, and we're just getting things put together here. We'll be back in just a moment here as we'll see the championship trophies get handed out. We'll also have the updated stats for you.
Hey, we're champions,
All right, as you see the Nanaimo Seahawks celebrating now, we'll bring Nick Hauka, our stats man here. He's our spotter up in the booth, the third man in the booth. Nick, rattle off those stats. You know they're going to be positive for the Seahawks.
They sure are. They really did sit on the ball for the most part in the second half. Nothing too crazy, capitalizing on a couple short fields. The star of the second half wasn't so much Liam Cowison, but Reed Wilson, adding 86 yards on the ground and a touchdown on 2 massive runs in the third and fourth quarter. For Vernon, Kieran Terleski did a great job filling in at quarterback, adding 29 yards on the ground.
Yeah, well, it wasn't Vernon's night. Nanaimo gets them 42-6. And Nanaimo's going to be back on this field in the Bantam 9-man. The Seahawks facing off against the Comox Raiders. That's all coming up next. Stick with us here on YouTube. BC Provincial Football Association Championship Showcase.
Can we please get both teams lined up on the 50s for the presentations?
Hey, over here. Seahawks. Seahawks. Over here.
All right, now the mic over to the BCPFA president. Presentation.
Evening now or afternoon?
Yes, always. Okay. You want me to go hit the button?
You can go try. It might be. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. First of all, let's give these players a big round of applause. What a good day. I'd like to do things here. First of all, I'd like to thank all the volunteers that have made today and tomorrow possible. A lot of work went into run and tackle provincials this year, and so if everyone can give all my volunteers a hand, that'd be great. Players, I want you to look that way, and I want you to thank Mom, Dad,
Thank you.
Now, players, I want you to turn around. Without these coaches, trainers, managers, especially managers, this would not be possible. You would not be playing in this tournament this weekend. Give your coaches a hand. So as a lot of you know me know, I call myself a coach and president, and I started this last year. What I like to do is I always like to present the game ball to the winning head coach, so if you can come up and grab this from me right now. Jerry? Yep. That's fine. Do a picture with Jerry over here. Oh, we got ways. Good job, Okay, so we got some awards to hand out. So we're going to start with the sportsmanship. That's going to go to number 13 for Vernon, Kieran. I tried your name. Okay. Okay.
Let's go. Yeah, go there.
Good job.
Yeah, good.
I got a kid named Kieran too.
Good name. That's how already knows how to pronounce it. Yeah, good work, girl. Good boy, buddy.
Okay, our next award is going to be the MVP for Vernon, and it's going to go to number 36, Keenan. Good job. And then you go see this lady.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm going to come find you. And our next MVP award is going to go to Nanaimo, Liam Coach. I'll tackle you. Okay. Look at him. Yeah, look at him. Good? Good job. Attaboy, Liam. Is that it? Just the... That's it. Big time. Where do they go? Nanaimo Seahawks. Yeah. All right, now for the big one. Can we get the captain from Nanaimo up here, please? LP! Love it. LP!
For that throw. That's why he gets it.
Are you the one who threw that?
You guys get it.
Okay, give him that.
You guys get this.
Okay, guys, I want you to look at our photographer.
Everybody
right
put a
there.
hand on it.
Look at no, hey, look at this guy over here, and then you can celebrate. Good?
Yeah, that's good.
Got this guy over here. See him? Look over there. Smile.
No, not this game.
3, 2, 1, you're out.
Alright, let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2023 Provincial Peewee champs. LP!
Next year, just wait. I don't. I love that. And he's not looking. Hey, if you got your medal and hat, go down there.
Congratulations.
Way to go, you guys. What a team.
He said you get to keep it.
Great job.
Provincial champ. That's some buzzing. Congratulations, and congratulations on MVP, by the way.
Good job,
Congratulations. I know I have to. Congratulations. My favorite position. Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
What is this? Hello. It's good to see you. Congratulations.
We brought him in specially. Thank you.
Over that way. There you go.
Yeah, I'll trade up.
Are you
How are
guys,
you, bud?
do you have anybody else not here today?
Yes, we have one person that's not here.